know. Did Milo need a BRB?
I'm back.
Yeah, he's back.
Let's go to our team now.
Are we working? Is anybody checking? No, that's some other thing. I can hear myself, but
It's working.
okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have we got Ray in the house? And we've got Kenny. Isn't this a treat? Kenny, did you just start a ranked game?
Yes.
Okay.
I like listening to Dota Radio.
All right. Well, then in that case, we might start very soon. Automatic, no penalty, good to go. Do I need to put this in a league? No. Who knows?
Have you started the league? Is it going to time out again?
No, I don't think so.
Oh shit, I'm not in a channel. Wait. Why can I not see Lakshman?
All right. Shall we start then? Why can't I start this? What's going on? It won't let me click start. Oh, there it is. Oh, whoa. Are you seeing this? Oh my god.
Whoa. Infinite loop.
Back to lobby. Alright, well let's start the draft. I mean, the cast. Welcome to our third series of the preseason. We've got Team Redraft, or Sooky Boy 2000, led by Hanju, who I don't know the names anymore. I presume that's Puppy Fat. But Hanju. And we've got a Legend of Four Anchors, obviously, led by Milo, but named in honor of Stuart. Joining me in the cast here today, we've got Razy. Welcome to the chair, my friend. Good to have you back. We've got Danny, who's a bit AFK at the moment, and we've actually got Kenny mid-game in a ranked game, trying to grind his way to Ancient 4. We're going to turn to you for updates.
5.
Ancient 5, I apologize, my sincerest. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to do that to you. But we'll cross to you for updates throughout your game. What's the scoreline right now? Yeah, good. Excellent. Riveting commentary here to kick us off.
Are you really asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just... It's 8-18. I have a Husker who's just carrying the shit out of everyone.
Okay, that's good to know. And what percentage are you on Ancient 4?
25 right now.
Oh, the dream. Easy plus, what is it, plus 17?
Mate, I've been 90% 4 times.
Oh,
this
really?
Weekend.
Oh, that's a dark time for you, mate.
Yes.
Alright. Looks like we're ready to start the game. I'm going to click it once so I don't get 1,000 error messages. Ooh. Exciting game, Ray.
Oh, dire
Two-
team
two
ban.
giants of the TD scene, really. Obviously, you've got Tim being Tim, single-handedly carrying everyone on his shoulders. And then we've got the Justin Fierce combo. A lot has been said to date.
Is it a David vs Goliath?
You really
I
got to
don't
pick a
think
hero.
so.
You got
I think
10
it's
seconds
a
left.
Goliath
team
versus
ban.
Goliath, and we were the David that kind of managed to fool Justin once, but then actually almost managed to
Dire
fool
team ban.
Tim once as well, but not quite. But really, yeah, two of the Goliaths of TD.
Ooh, Radiant team ban.
Oh, quick ban phase here.
Yeah, and I mean,
Boom,
I think
boom, boom,
we're
boom.
going to see that a lot, I reckon. I reckon people
Dire
come in
team
really
pick.
prepped with those early bans. Maybe ban 4 gets thrown a bit by the other two bans, but
I think Tim has taken a little bit out of our strat book here with the bans.
yeah, for sure.
Oh man, Rick, there's
Yeah,
only
the
10
hundreds
seconds
heroes.
left to pick a
Yeah,
hero.
although, yeah, interesting that, I mean, it goes both
You
ways, right?
You better pick your hero.
Tied
5 seconds.
Tied Axe to ban out Ryan, and obviously Night Stalker Sand King to ban out Hanju. I mean, both. You would say that both of those are probably the most limited pools in terms of the cores, right? Probably the most value. Like, Steve's got a large pool. Obviously, Tim's pool's almost infinite, and same goes with Justin. And Justin and Fierce, really no value there, so you kind of knock off those meta heroes. What do you reckon?
Radiant team
If you
pick.
think back to that game with Justin,
Ooh.
yeah, interesting. I mean, something we spoke a lot about, Ray, is like, would he first pick it as opposed to fourth pick it, right? And yes, he will.
Yeah. I think if it's available, Tim will take it.
Come on, Radiant
Yeah,
team,
sure.
you got to pick him right.
Lion.
And just guaranteeing that lion pick for the Casper. Although,
Spirit Breaker.
not Chikiro, which
Come
has
on,
been
Dire Team,
one of
pick
those
it-
early
pick it
picks
good.
so far. Ray, tell me, what went wrong, do you reckon, in that game that Justin lost? And then what went right in the game that they won?
I think it felt like in the game that we played against.
10 seconds to
Yeah.
pick your hero.
I felt like even in both
moron.
games, it seemed like
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be
in
fine.
Control against Justin's team. Some things did go down to a little bit of decision making here and there. But I think maybe we just had a little bit of a better strategy, a little bit of a better idea of what we wanted to do. There seemed to be a lot on the back foot. The main, I guess, advantage they got was from us making a mistake as opposed to I guess them making a big play. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but boy, did they get their value out of those mistakes, right? Like, I just remember Fierce rocking up as an AM, like with the buff from the ogre, just slicing. It was terrifying. And yeah, you're right. It's probably almost the inverse of Tim, where we definitely felt that we were responding to his item choices
Dire
and
team
the way
ban.
he was kind of
Drow
bossing that
Ranger.
game.
Absolutely. I think a lot of the premises of these two teams matching up is it's gonna be like you said, it's gonna be a lot of these mids. I think a lot of them are gonna be what's gonna control the tempo of either team. I think
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to
I'll
pick a
still put the
hero.
advantage
Radiant team ban.
as Tim does like to get a little bit more active.
Yeah.
So he can sort of control the direction a bit better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if we talk about it all the time, I think the average MMR is still on Justin's side.
Yeah.
So these supports, they might be able to respond to it and they might be able to pull something off.
Yeah, I'm keen to see some of these
You
heroes
really got
that
to pick a
really
hero.
take
You got
the,
10 seconds left.
the game by the horns and really kind of boss that play. You see the Drow come out, so really both cores shown on Team Tim, which is interesting, right? Like, I mean, Drow, Ember, you could say that they're relatively, they don't have many counters, but if you're going to counter the Drow,
Ooh, Radiant
a
team
bit of jump
ban.
maybe? What are you thinking? The Spirit Breaker's pretty mean.
Yeah, the Spirit Breaker is a good pick here, I think. I'm not sure who's going to be playing it. I'm guessing it is
Dire team
going
ban.
to be Hanju,
Yeah.
because he has been playing it past couple rank games.
Yeah.
Um,
But don't discount maybe a mid Justin,
ooh, yeah, maybe.
taking a
But-
leaf out of Hillary's book, but you're going.
Yeah, traditionally, I think Justin likes to pick his hero a bit
10
later in the
seconds to
draft,
pick your
so-
hero. You.
I don't know, it'd be
moron.
interesting. If he does play it mid, it means he's
5 seconds left
signaling
now.
like a set strat that he's building up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Bat Rider, interesting. Just trying to eliminate some of that cat.
Radiant team ban.
I think the thing with the Ember, like what we were talking about, is Tim's great on all his heroes, but it's when you can't catch him that he's the hardest, right?
Yeah.
When he's that slippery piece of soap and you just kind of like trying to grab him, you just think you've got him, and then all of a sudden he's out. Ember is just like epitomizes that slip, right? Like it's just so evasive, and it's so
10
easy for him
seconds to
to
pick your
leave
hero,
and then
you
rejoin a fight
moron.
just like that, right? So his mobility is
5
just
seconds
unreal,
left
and
now.
it's just so funny that no matter how much we try deliberately to build a draft about locking down his mobility, he still finds a way. That Lincoln's is very problematic, and I would say the second Lincoln's of that Monkey King was also like just a fucking pain in the ass, right? So
Absolutely, but it is like kind of makes them have to buy those items, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But as you said, like as they say in prison, don't drop the soap.
And we did a number of times. But I was just thinking, like, we were saying how good it is that we were kind of dictating Tim's itemization, but he still found so much with such a defensive item kit, right? Like he still was able to dish out so much CC, so much damage. I'm a little surprised he almost didn't like go Storm again. He was really feeling himself in that, but I guess Ember's the next level. But also against Justin, you almost want a hero that kind of scales a bit better as well, perhaps.
Yeah, I think like Ember right now is really strong. Current meta.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
He's a really, really strong hero, and so Tim is pretty
5
comfortable.
seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to be real. I think Tim could blind pick any of his mids right now, right? Like
they are strong with spirits.
Yeah, and even Lesh. Like, I think Tim would be happy if you spent the more heroes you dedicate to shutting him down. He's already fulfilling his purpose in the draft, right? Like
he's
creating space in the draft. Wyvern's interesting. Another one of those like BKB piercing lockdown, especially next to a Drow. You could really, slice and dice, but you got to get into the right position, right? I'm gonna presume that's a Fred sitting on the Wyvern.
Potentially.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Like, I think Fox spoke about it.
You better pick your hero.
Like,
5 seconds.
These squishy supports like Lion and Wyvern against like Tim's playstyle is like I find it a little bit risky in terms of like he just likes to jump and just delete the supports and quickly turn the fight into a 3v5.
Yeah.
And you do run that risk if you're running like Lion and Wyvern as your two support heroes.
But the counter argument is when Stu was playing Shakira, he was still just 2 hits on the Wraith King. I know the Wraith King is chop, but like if Ember pops off,
team, pick it good.
He's going to chop a lot of heroes. And there we go. It's the Milo Omni again. Let's talk about this, because this is where I think we got to unpack the genius of Ray, right? Like, you're talking about Omni being a great hero, but no one really using it to its fullest potential, right? And without giving away trade secrets for what we want to potentially use it to counter
you really
it or whatever.
Pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
It's been interesting that he's just being picked almost for that ult, right?
You better pick your hero.
So like right now, I think there isn't many heroes at the moment which have an inbuilt dispel in the Dota 2 hero pool. There's very little amount of heroes actually that counter him in lane, especially if you pair him with a strong safe lane like Drow. So it's not too many heroes that can really stand up to the lane. So you almost guarantee.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
So it's pretty
5
difficult.
seconds,
And
Morty.
at the same time too, I think picking it when you know the two basically support heroes are going to be Lion Wyvern, and you're guessing Spirit Breakers off lane. You know if you pick that Omni Knight, you're going to have a pretty solid game for your Drow, right?
Yeah. Talk to me about Mars. Like, Ryan, haven't seen him on Mars a lot. It's not the easiest hero to execute, right?
I've got a feeling like this pick from Mars might be a deny pick. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Like, I know they have a Spirit Breaker, but it might just be like generally Drows don't want to fight into Mars. There's not like, I guess Ryan doesn't have the biggest hero pools to play with. So if I'm Tim, maybe it's kind of like a, hey, like what hero do I not want to verse if I have an open slot for a 3? Maybe it is Mars. Like that could be going in the mind of the Immortal, but who knows?
Mars, I've never played him. I don't know him very well, but he feels a bit like Axe, right? It's like if the game gets away from you a little bit, you can. I guess you've always got the ult as a redeeming.
Dire team ban.
I guess he's one of those. Like I don't really play him that much in Pot 3 either, but generally when I see the hero being played, he's kind of one of those heroes where if you do fall behind,
Radiant team ban.
Pretty difficult to have a good game.
Yep.
It's hard to play from behind. It feels. He does need a couple items to sort of really be that presence. Other than that, he just becomes like I guess a speed stun bot and like an initiator.
Well, we've got the Mars specialist in the chat room. Tucker, you there? Is he here? Or is he just muted?
Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Today. There he is.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about this as a Mars game, especially from like Orion Mars game? anti-mage doesn't feel too good. He can blink out of it, right?
Yeah.
Not the best Mars game.
Yeah, like
Danny.
there's nothing sticking out
Oh man,
for
Rick,
it.
there's
If
only
you get
10
a
seconds
spear
left to
on
pick a
Spear Breaker
hero.
while he's charging, or even the bash, shield bash,
Yeah,
what do you call it?
5 seconds
With,
left
God's
now.
Rebuke.
You could denullify SB's ability to charge in and out of fights, I guess, with his ult.
Yeah. I mean, really, what he's doing in that, I think he's just saying, find space for the drow, right, in the team fight. Like, just put a big
think
fuck off
so,
arena
yeah.
in the middle of it and just say, fight around it. But, like, let's look back at the
Radiant
bans,
team
right?
ban!
I'm surprised to let the AM through after what we saw against that team. I just felt like the kind of hero
Dire
that
team
Fizz was able to come back on and was just merciless on it.
Oh, techies ban. No techies for you, Stu.
And Stu's, he's lich all the way through. Oh no, it's not. It's banned. So he's had lit. He's gonna probably pick the Dazzle then, isn't that? He's or Bane, I guess.
You,
Those are his
you
last
really
two
got to pick a
heroes,
hero. You got 10 seconds left.
See the hero come out again?
Yeah,
Bane's not
5
bad
seconds left
against
now.
the anti-mage, right?
Bane is pretty good against the anti-mage.
Yeah.
Come on, Radiant team, you got to pick him right.
Disruptor.
Disruptor.
Good pick.
Okay. So I'm wondering, is Stu playing Omni Knight in this draft?
No.
Okay.
No. I'll eat my hat if he is. I just don't believe that. Okay, before we move on, let's check in and quickly again on Kenny. You won that game yet?
No.
Oh, come on, bro. You throwing?
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
Sounds like a throw.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be
Hard
fine.
throw. Nope. Just
Pretty sure winning.
pretty sure. Let's think about this last pick. What are we looking at? Probably another mid hero, right? For Justin. Pugner's gone. LC's in the pool, which wouldn't be the worst against a drow.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
choose your
Justin
hero.
Husker.
Alright, I think that's a lost game.
Uh,
I don't know about
I
Justin
think-
trying new heroes in preseason. Sorry, what was that?
Husker into Drow is a bit hard.
Yeah. You do not want to play Husker into a Drow. It's too much fizz damage. But we'll see.
it's pretty difficult to play into Disruptor too.
Do you reckon this is Team Justin trying to tank a few games to get a bit of redraft sympathy going? Just get the public opinion behind them. I don't know. That just seems like a really strange pick for me. You know what?
Public opinion will never be behind him.
Which player is going to be the flight risk?
No, I don't know. Maybe Justin will blow us all away. He is Justin.
I can understand like the pick is like he just wants to like maybe practice it and like shut down Tim a bit. So I'm surprised you can go like Viper or something.
Yeah.
Viper's also pretty bad against Drow. I think it's better than Husker.
Do you reckon he's gonna go Witchblade? What was the item? Tucker?
Maybe it's not Justin playing.
Witchblade, yeah. Tucker Witchblade.
Tucker Witchblade.
Yeah, just buy 4 Reach Blades, you're guaranteed to win.
Guarantee. All right, let's get going. It's good to be back in the casting chair. Joining me, we've got Danny, we've got Kenny playing ranked Dota in the next screen. NG's in the chat and muted, and Razy and Tucker. So it's an all-star cast here today to watch two absolute giants face off in the mid lane. Watching the famous Justin Tim face off, which obviously didn't work out too well for Justin in the last TD finals. 3-0 dropping, wasn't it? So let's see what Tim does to shut him down. Tim's on his darling Ember Spirit, backed up on Steve, also on his favorite hero, I think, Drow. Ryan trying something a little bit different with the Mars. Stuart trying to create some lockdown on Disruptor, and Milo back on that motherfucking Omni Knight. For the Radiant, we've got Fierce reprising his AM from this last game against our team. Justin trying something a little bit left field with the Husker to try and get some lane domination going. Lion on Casper. Hanju, hopefully not going to go 0-15 this game on the Spirit Breaker. And Freddy on the Wyvern. Fred, we should talk a bit about Fred. He's a hero that really dominated a lot of the earlier TDs, but has kind of gone a bit under the radar lately. I reckon he's gonna pop off this game on the Wyvern.
The Wyvern.
I'm feeling it. Very keen.
I don't know, like, I think it's a pretty hard game for Wyvern. Like, you can set some things
All right,
up
Morty,
Wyvern,
the game's
but
about
I
to
feel like
start.
the team doesn't have the tools to follow up.
Yeah.
You don't, like, have, like, a Disruptor, for example, or Rapid, just like, for example, or something you wanna land when you converge the team on top of each other.
Yep.
It seems like it is more of a safety pick, like, hey, we're getting run at, maybe we can ult team and he'll die to the Drow, or whatever it is. You get VP stun in that regards.
Yep.
But it is pretty challenging. Oh, I mean, like, I guess they could use it to disengage from Guardian Angel.
Game start. It starts.
Let me phrase it again. He's gonna need to pop off.
Yep, he's gonna need to pop off, I think.
Is what I meant to say. All right, very family start to the game. With 2 runes going apiece.
Oh, jeez, I have spectator bug.
All right, let's pop this off with the mid lane. Tucker, what do you reckon? You said Husker into Ember. Surely favors the Husker, right?
After a while the Ember does too much damage if you go Slide of Fist, so you should be able to just farm both ways though. You shouldn't be a kill now.
You have been denied.
It'd be interesting to see.
Oh boy, Morty, look who came back. I guess their little disconnection was just a minor inconvenience.
Be interesting to see how Justin itemizes. What do you think in this game? Like, how are we shutting down this Ember?
Still think the Ags. Yeah, normal build just with the Ags, so that if you actually get it off the lane, you'll be able to get taunted for a
the taunt, right? Yes, of course. Yep.
Oh, Dyer's carrier
Taking
just
a lot
got
of harass
held.
here. It's not looking good. Oh,
Dead.
I'm not really a Husker expert.
In
Do you
flames.
start off Burning Spear, Berserker Blood, or do you get in a fight, like just a secure one?
You get in a fight. Husker's very weak the first few levels.
Yeah.
Unless
Just
it's like
burning
a
spear.
free lane, you don't get burning spears early. So in this lane I'd go Q like 102, 2 levels in the passive before you start getting spears.
Danny, talk to me about AM. This new mana burn thing feels like a pretty good buff for him in this patch.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't know, some people like maxing your build around going diffuse and shit, but I think the normal build's still better.
Oh, but you got to get him to 0, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
that 5% mana doesn't cut it. So Milo's still allowed to do Milo things. I mean, another thing about Milo is he's been a little bit quiet to start to the preseason. I'm keen to. He was really dictating games in the last TD, so it'll be really nice to see him kind of pop up on this Omni today.
I mean, he's trying new heroes.
Yeah.
I think like the lane setup, I probably would have changed it, to be honest. I would have actually put Milo as a safe lane. Oh, I put the Omni. I don't know about Milo as a safe lane, but
Yeah.
it's just, I guess the 2 heroes that would do pretty decent against an Omni Knight would be like an Anti-Mage and a Mine.
Yeah.
In general, like Omni 4 doesn't feel as good as 5.
But when
You kind
you
of just don't do anything, you rely
shall
on
not
pulse
be.
3.
yeah, but once you pick that disruptor, you've set yourself up there, haven't you?
I think Disruptor's okay as a 4. You can,
Yeah,
like,
but it
tap
means that
it.
Stu's got to play it. So.
Right,
yeah.
fair enough.
All right, cool. Sorry, the matchup, Danny. What do you reckon? How does this lane play out?
What? Safe lane?
Yeah.
Bot lane.
Yeah, bot lane.
I mean, I think it's pretty free play. Yeah. He just burns all their mana, right?
Yeah, doesn't seem like it. I don't know.
Like, both those heroes are very light on mana.
Oh, there's this. Well, he's got the.
Oh, you can punish this.
He's punishing both. Oh, there's the Soul Ring.
Oh.
Pretty early Soul Ring, not bad. Okay, let's get a top lane. Sorry, I didn't get predictions on the draft. Ray?
I'm heavily favoring the Dire, like mainly because I feel like they have
What's the
better
draft?
tools to be able to
Justin picked Husker.
fight into this other team.
Yeah.
Justin picked Husker.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
He's
thank
already
you.
dead, don't worry, 2 minutes in.
Yeah, he died like in the first minute. Yeah, I think.
To die again. I
Yeah.
think you might be getting another kill here. Oh no.
Alright, GG, I won.
Well done, Ken.
I'll read the draft out to you, Kenny. It is on the Hanju and Associates team. It is a Spirit Breaker, a Lion, a Husker.
First blood. Where was it?
Anti-Mage.
Oh no, I did not believe.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is
he's
under
missing like a
attack.
whole way.
End doesn't even describe it.
Versus a Drow, an Ember, a Mars, and an Omni Knight, and a Disruptor.
This Simon guy actually uninstalled and then reinstalled for his other friends.
I know, right?
For his what, sorry?
Fuck, yeah.
The night before
He
the
uninstalled last week for exams. Now he said he wasn't gonna reinstall until after exams, and now he's reinstalled and playing with his other friends.
Yeah, of course. So, we all know Simon's a bitch.
Fucking kick him out of my team, bro. Get
Yeah.
someone else.
Let's get a top lane.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under
We've
attack.
got the Wyvern and the Spirit Breaker up against Disruptor and Drow. Again, just quite happy to trade farm up at this point. I find Hanji to be quite a passive person in lane, right? He just wants to focus on getting his farm up.
Yeah, so like Hanju does well if you have another player dictating and playing off him.
Yeah.
If not, he usually defaults into just trying to get as much out of the lane.
And he gets a lot. Like every game, he farms. Like he finds the farm, right? Although maybe not today. It's a bit behind today. It is hard into a drow, right? A lot of harass there from the disruptor as well. But
They have a very weak lane.
yeah, feels very passive.
Within
It's a tough
Spirit
one.
Breaker is very, very weak.
Yeah.
Like the only way you
Cute
probably
scoop
win this
given.
lane as SP is if the drow oversteps and punish. It has to be a mistake on the guy's side.
Jesus.
I think it's pretty dangerous for the Drow right now.
Yeah.
Stepping out of the best like that. We have Octic Burn plus a charge is actually a lot of damage on C.
Oh,
Like,
makes
they
sense.
do it right now.
It's a good amount of damage.
100 needs to charge you right now. But it's
I
not
think
gonna
Yeah, he did.
He already-
If Wyvern Splinter blasted.
Now he does. See how it does like 2/3 of Steve's health? Like if 100 did that earlier, Fred wouldn't like cop that much shit.
Yeah.
And then basically that's one salve, you do it again and then they run out of salves.
No, Fred. No.
Sad days.
Oh
happened?
boy,
Rush
Dyer's
the
middle
energy
tower's
boost.
Oh
under
yeah,
attack.
yeah.
Question, guys.
Energy boost is the biggest bait in Dota 2.
Kinetic field, can it cancel drow? I mean, cancel.
Dyer's
It
middle
blocks
tower's
the
under attack.
charge,
Yeah. So I don't know. Even with the charges, I feel like as long as Stu plays it right and just links himself in the field, it's a pretty hard game. But it's
Uh-huh.
big. What do you think in the lane?
I think it's impossible to watch a Stuart game without talking about the warding, small count warding game. So we've already seen a trade a couple of times, and here comes Fred. He's got no ward on, so I don't know what he's trying to do here. But
I think he
oh,
might be trying to
bot lane, and looks like they're gonna be able to just like with this no mana Omni just feels like a sad time, doesn't it? Like
Yep. What was the TI8 or TI9 where it was like Diffusal Gara against Omni and Bristol?
oh yeah, big brain
Everyone
plays.
remembers that one.
Yeah.
The OG one.
Yeah. Omni's pretty sad without mana.
Money changes hands.
But also a bit criminal from like you gotta at least have like a mango or something, right? Like just
I think you don't start Uv in this lane. You can't really punish them, right?
has he got
Like you
it?
said, just get mana regen. Yeah, he is an Orb of Venom.
Yeah, and he's got someone else for his right.
Denied.
Mid lane doesn't, I mean, Justin's found his farm, although there he is, they're baiting the ult. Oh, and that's a lot of harass.
Oh.
Now that he has like max passive, he can actually survive a bit better. Has a bit of armor as well.
And he's actually managed to, get within 7 last hits of Tim, despite missing
it's
like 2
like-
entire lanes, so.
Yeah, 2 deaths and then he finally gold down. It's not too bad. Like Husker catches up pretty quickly in the jungle as well.
Justin just doing Justin things. Milo walking through the jungle like he does, trying to find that gank on Justin. Although maybe not the greatest ganking hero.
No aggression.
He's just getting the power in.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Steve could be going down here. Wow. A little bit of an overstep here. I think Stu moved out of lane and maybe a little bit of discommunication.
Yeah, alright.
Of
Let's talk about this. Win conditions, Ray. It's my favourite conversation. Whilst we see some action in mid, with what's going on here? Bit of oh no, is that enough? Oh no, probably not.
Toggle? Yola toggle?
Yeah, that's bravery 1000. But I guess he didn't have slides. So yeah, win condition. Ray, talk to me.
I think the Dire have like 2 heroes that if they pop up and go unchecked, have the ability to basically carry this game. Like I'd say like both teams have equal mobility between Anti-Mage and the Ender Spirit, and especially the Spirit Breaker. So they do have some tools to catch Crave, I guess, or catch.
Dyer's middle tower's under
Drow.
attack.
Honestly, I think speaking from the other side, the win condition for the team that I feel has a really good draft is going to actually be really heavily on Unji, being able to play that catch game and punishing Drow and punishing Crave. And the anti-mage just doing his back radar.
Feels like harder execution for that Radiant team to get that done,
Yeah.
right?
I think it is.
Oh, that's it. Dead. Oh, is that a dead Husker?
Oh boy,
Broken
Dyer's
hero.
middle tower's under attack.
Oh, and Justin with
Oh.
the tip. I don't know if I would be tipping when I'm 0 and 2, but hey. Feeling yourself. You gotta pay it. Yeah.
0-2, but what? 200 gold behind. It's actually not bad.
Oh, and he's rotated what? And he's gonna get an easy kill on Ryan, and he's gonna make it 2, I think, at this rate. Just letting Fierce do all the damage. Manages to get the last hit. I'm surprised he didn't leave it for the pause 5. That's our team strat.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There will be a challenge here where this Dire team, if they choose to hit their death ball timing, Radiance might have some difficulties trying to.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. And this AM's, really popping off. They're really giving him a lot of space. So I think what I like about this Justin pick from Husker. Yeah, it's Husker. Sorry, yeah, it's Husker.
Are you even trying?
He said he's trying to find another hero which allows him to play that
Dire's
like
middle
Pugna's
tower's
role,
under
right?
attack.
He's embracing what his role in the team is. But, like mad props for doing that. I just wonder if
Tis mine.
Tim's the team where you do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you let Tim get away with what he's gonna get away with. I don't know. Tim just feels like fucking like metastatic cancer. If you don't get on top of it, he's just might as well get your team ready. It just doesn't feel right.
Not the bucket list.
Yeah, I mean, like, is that trade-off worth it? Do you think? Like, letting Tim get the farm so that you can have a hero that might potentially create a bit more space in the mid game.
Good question. Like, I think on the Ember Spirit, they're a little screwed.
Dude, the mana burn's unreal. Yeah, go on, sorry. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I think against the Ember Spirit, you're a little screwed because Tim's really good at Ember. So,
yeah.
Well, you're counting on Tim to be making mistakes to win the game.
Never refuse gold given.
Shut him down.
Yeah.
Like putting something like a 2 or something like something to really make his day sad.
What was the second ban? It was a Tide and oh, I missed the kill. I'm not sure. I would have preferred that. All right, we got action up top with the Husker jumping in and absolutely deleting Stewart. But here comes Tim. Let's see it. We've talked him up today, and he's not. Oh, he sliced through 1. He sliced through 2. Thanks for playing. And there's Justin toggling to his death. So, ouch. And that's why I would never tip an Immortal. Jokes, I absolutely would tip because I'm a cunt. But gets back the revenge and he's coming down. Oh, did he get another one? Yeah, he's gonna get it. No. Second flight. Yeah. Okay, this is disgusting.
Winter's curse burns away.
This is that conversation that we have about Tim, is that he doesn't take anyone's farm, he just farms heroes, right? It's just foul.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He might have had mana to impale Tim there and he might have died.
Yeah, because Tim actually did make a mistake there. I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He definitely. Who's Punk Bunny? Woo, Razy, and other casters. We got some fans watching our cast. Shout out to fans of Razy.
Just a note, Husker actually does pretty well against Ember, because once you get the Ags, it actually locks Ember down.
Yeah. It's just, you shouldn't be losing like this hard.
No, yeah, I think that's what we're talking about, is that, yes, Huskers, the kind of role that Justin probably wants to play, and the kind of hero that probably fits into the lockdown, but he's just given Ember so much, right?
Become peace.
Sorry, I missed a big fight there. My bad.
So it was just Justin going in and dying.
Might be the team today. That early Mjolnir the early Maelstrom just hurts so much, doesn't it? It's just chat.
So much damage.
Justin's just playing it too aggressive.
Yeah.
We do see Justin queuing up the BKB here. It's interesting when we had Taka play the same strat.
Dire's middle tower is under
he
attack.
went for the straight up Aghanim's just to fool out.
Dire's middle tower just took a big beating.
Legion Commander with extra steps.
I think this like, I'm just a dumbass fucking Archon, so tell me if I'm wrong, but is this the muddying of the role here? Do you reckon Justin should just rush that Ags and just know what he has to play before it's too late?
I think he's already playing that style. It feels like he's just going to a lane, trying to kill like 1 or 2 heroes, and trying to make it a favourable team fight if the team chooses to win it. So maybe it might be a bad idea to get that Ags and shut him down.
Yeah.
I think he's going on the wrong heroes. I think he has to actually specifically target the Growl and the Ember.
Yeah.
I think sacking himself for Ryan and the discord there is not the best.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Milo, this is what we're talking about, Tim, right? Sorry, Ray. Like that Omni.
The force field leads me to believe that Dire's have fortified their
Has not been fully
structure.
utilized. Unfortunately, been caught out a few times. It's just hard when your other heroes. You're right. It should have been a 5, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
Milo's
is
trying to
under
play him
attack.
as a ganking floor.
I wonder what they're gonna build.
He's getting caught
where
out. He's
Dire's
getting
top
mana burned
tower
down.
used
He's
to
getting
be.
Husker fired down.
I
It's
can't believe it. What a
hellish,
wonderful
isn't it?
thing.
That's the thing with like Omni and 4. Like, if you don't have someone to sit behind, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah, you're gonna play him as a guardian angel hero or a buffing hero. You can't be bad.
So if you take a look at the gold rush right now, Feast is actually quite heavily ahead of the Drow.
Yep. Oh, there's the ult, and he's done it. They got some catch here, but he's just not there in time.
Change goes off.
The
Oh,
impact.
no.
Oh, and
Whoa, wait, what was
Oh,
that?
the blink and the
Here's
spear.
the spear, Ryan All-Star.
And the centaur 3-man stun.
Have they changed Centaur? I'm getting stung a lot more by Centaur lately. Something different. Is it because it's just their tank? Yeah, harder to kill.
I don't know, you can ask Danny, I think he offended the neutral creeps today.
Oh,
no.
bro, those the ogres and fuck those ogres.
So I forget that I'm meant to be calling the fights. I'm just like passively watching. Thank you, Dan. Alright, Husker tries to go on the He gets the kill, but not without a sleight of fist from Ember Spirit finishing him off. Maybe just not getting his matchup. Is that right? He's going to be able to have a spot for the Ember. They're going to let him have it. Hey, no. Oh, he is. Gets the kill. That's fine.
Dire's middle tower is under
I
attack.
know. It's going to be a
Oh, Radiant's top
really
tower
early
is under attack.
BKB Maelstrom on the Ember.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Talk about
attack.
Drow's farm.
Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, cause Radiant just fortified their structures.
1,300 gold behind the AM. I mean, you're meant to be a bit behind. Oh, actually, no.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Are
under
you meant to
attack.
match? You're meant to match that farm early on before the Battle Fury release, right?
I think you should be ahead, I feel like. Given...
Radiant's bottom tower
I
is
guess
under
it
attack.
depends on the lane matchups.
Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could ya?
Typically with the Drow, you can have a stronger lane.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like, they had Ryan and Milo.
Yep.
Bot, right? So it was a little bit more challenging for the Dire side.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you'd expect them to be on top.
He gusts into the Husker there, but here comes the Spirit Breaker, but Ryan jumps into the charge, which is unfortunate. Casper picks him up with a finger. Guardian Angel's popped and Stu unfortunately
still
drops a
alive.
misguided ult, but he's gonna pull back Spirit Breaker. Still no deaths.
Breaker charges into the Drow.
And they
Come on,
can.
try it.
Oh, there we go. The anti-mage picking up the Ember with the Louis. And he's going. He wants more. He's coming after the Disruptor. And Justin leading the Tips War. 3 for
Oh
none.
boy, Dire's middle
Really
tower
unfortunate
is
there
under attack.
from Ryan to blink forward and get stunned immediately and then just picked off. But also, I think he was fighting with not very much health and mana, so.
I don't think he had ult that high, right? He used it well.
I don't know. It just seemed like boo-boos all around. Yeah.
But yeah, he came in with like less than half.
Can't do that with a lion around. Yeah. Criminal. I'm sure somewhere out there, Tim is all chatting. Game is hard, which is his nice way of saying I'm gonna fucking kill you guys after the game.
Lol. That's not very big like SB. You just like fucking charge through people and you get a 5-man ravage essentially.
Yep, that's the upside. There's plenty of downsides if you don't do it right as well, right? Here we go, Gust. Okay, they found the Drow, and here comes the charge. I don't think he knows it, and he's turned back around. The BKB's popped. That's a reveal. I think this is a dead Drow, but the arena comes up. The bulwark up. He's taking a lot of fire damage, and Justin says, "Wham bam, thank you, ma'am." Ember stepped in, and he's gonna remnant up. Oh, there's the Stewart. Oh, clutch! Absolutely clutch. Another tip now from Casper. Jesus, this is getting out of control. Game is hard. Game is hard.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower.
I don't know there. That's the Spirit Breaker paying off, right?
Destroyed.
I think so. Like the execution definitely is favoring the Radiant right now.
Yes, the game is hard. Called it.
There it is. Game is hard.
Whoa,
Execution
Dire's
of the unit
bottom
right now.
tower's
Like,
under
Radiant
attack.
is a lot better than the Dire side. Dire's all over the place.
Dire's courier.
Stu
He bit
has
the
been
big one.
whiffing a
There's
lot
a
of
job
these
opening.
moves.
He's more either going to
Didn't
Dire's
get
bottom
all night.
courier.
Don't know what he was doing. Has he got Mana Void? He does. Oh, he's looking for the target.
Oh,
Oh, this
yeah.
could be it.
Glimpse back. Oh, he glimpsed himself.
What is going on, Stuart? This
I
guy's...
think Aim's still dead.
Yeah, okay. Lucky. That was... Can I just ask, in that situation, surely you drop the ult on top first?
I think he was on cooldown, static storm.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
It is.
I think it was a little bit of misplays where he accidentally used glimpse on the anti-mage skill. But like same outcome. So
Yeah. Bit of a misplay there from Fierce. I guess just not expecting the Drow to be there.
What I will do with this
You know, let's not forget, farm or no farm, Drow puts out damage, right? Doesn't need a lot to do a lot. Here comes a charged Ember.
Yo, Tim.
Again, found
What the
out.
heck? Oh.
Absolutely
You got
found out.
deleted.
I mean, that's the Spirit Breaker again, right? They get vision on it, and they can just...
Stu needs to be fast on his fingers here.
Yeah. Enjoying this. Oh no, dead disrupted there, popped by the Lion ult. I don't know, I feel like they're really... This is a bit of Hanju popping off, right? He's providing vision. He's kind of setting up the game. Oh, he just called GG.
Yeah, Hanji only started like practicing this hero the other day.
This
He's
morning.
doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
that's...
I saw him play the other day as well. But...
Justin's really feeling himself. I'm thinking we pick up
A
the
gift
Sooky
from the
Boy
tempest of battle.
moniker when the real season starts. What do you reckon?
Little
let him have
This
his
is
secret.
really weird. They just started roasting to like 20% health.
Yeah, and then walked out. Yeah, high level strats. Pull the ultimate bait. Oh, and that's a dead Wyvern for sure. But is that enough to blow an ultimate? BKB popped on the Husker, and here comes the Spirit Breaker, jumps in. Husker's on the back line, but Steve just turns around and starts shooting, but that's just not enough. The Guardian Angel's up. But there's the Ryan Spear to finish off Justin. There's the tip. And the
This
Wyvern
is a weird
back.
fight. They don't have
Yeah, I'm not feeling this. And that's a free rush. It's a free rush and a free 2 kills. I don't know, I feel like Justin there probably overextended a little bit too far, too deep there, especially with the glimpse back of the Spirit Breaker. Clutch from Stewart there. Kinda isolate Justin by sending back the SB.
Jeez, Morty, they're going after Tiger's bottom tower.
What is the danger of having to play a Spirit Breaker into a Disruptor?
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, but it feels like the mana burn's been doing a lot in the other fights. And
Radiant just fortified their structures.
Omni's been on 10% mana every time otherwise, but this fight he's got his Guardian off, he got a bunch of stuff off there.
I mean, like, Tim not having mana also
Jeez,
fights.
Radiant's middle tower just
Yeah, it's a
got
big
wrecked.
deal. Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Seems like miscommunication. They're like, I don't know why they're doing Roche there.
Yeah.
And then just backing off at like 20% health.
I'm gonna read in between the lines there with Justin trash talking in all chat that he was kind of feeling himself a bit. And just decided to go. He just didn't really read the game there, right? Yeah. I mean, egg on his face, calling out Stewart, and Stewart's the one glimpsing back. Oh dear. Oh dear. The only time you'll chat is when you've got nothing to lose, i.e. you're dumpstering or you're absolute dog shit. Alright, here we go. Let's talk about that win condition again. We've got Aegis on Drow. I'm not sure about that. I almost would have preferred it on Tim. What do you think?
Like...
Tim dies and that fight's done, it feels. To a certain extent.
Yes, but at the same time too, like, it is an Ember Spirit, so... If the Ember does die early and has a Remnant, he does have that option of buying back.
Yeah, good call. Yep, 100%.
If the guy dies, then sad days.
Alright, we've got a hidden Spirit Breaker charging in again on... And there's
the Disruptor ult.
Yeah, and that's going to be a dead... Oh, he gets away with it. The Gust onto 2. Finally, Spirit Breaker falls. The Wyvern ult gets dropped. But here comes Steezy absolutely slicing through the Husker. He's going to try and take down one with him. I don't know if he manages to. There's so much going on. I am not good enough a nerd to call this. AM slicing back at the Drow. He wants to pop the Mana Void. Lion jumps in and sacrifices himself.
Didn't have no mana.
And instead, wow, Fierce changes targets. And at this point, he's still got Mana Void off. Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
He doesn't have Manta and Bling. He should be fine.
But here's the effect of that no mana on the Drow. Like, he wasn't able to disarm.
Yeah. But let's talk about Fierce just changing target mid-fight, right? He's He's all over Drow. He's slicing him down, but then he sees Tim in the corner of his eye, and off he goes.
Well, he was hitting Drow like 10 times. He realized he's doing no damage. Drow's no mana. You don't do that extra damage.
Yeah.
And he's got Heavenly Grace on him.
Here he
He's
comes.
pretty damn tanky.
Here he comes, and he's got Mana Void in 15 seconds. So I'd be very careful. And the Omni's not got much to offer in the face of that AM now, does he? So he really needs to be on the back.
Okay, you Heavenly Grace on there. Get a lot of health. Just makes them a bit tankier.
Okay, immediate smoke, and they might just catch this. Oh, immediately catches the Spirit Breaker, and he's going to be silenced. Will they have the damage for it? Here comes the spear. Hey!
He did Shadow Blade. Could have made Hanju. I mean, could have made Marley use the same.
Radiant's top tower is under
Sorry,
attack.
Stu.
Come on, get with it.
This has been interesting because they're setting up the fights better. Ryan looks a lot better. Stu looks a lot better too, right? They're finally syncing a bit now, so...
Tis mine.
I don't know, it might be the first bell of the death toll.
I think they're counter-initiating well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And when you play on Radiant Drive, you want to split them up. Especially with an AM and a SB, right? You just charge the side lanes, you blink around the AM on the side
Radiant's top tower is under
split them
attack.
up and take a fight.
I mean, Stuart definitely, like, clutch ult there, really capturing that Husker and the Spirit Breaker in the middle of it. And the Guardian makes it very hard. Here comes Puppy Fat, charging in at the Aegis. Interesting that he drops it around him like that. Is that the most efficient way to use that? I don't know.
So just trying to trap him in.
Yeah, but shouldn't he do it forward? Because obviously he's going to walk away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Panic.
Panic.
Radiant's top tower is under
The
attack.
debuff of the Omni coming. It's not really even debuff.
Those little rascals are hitting Dire's
Another
bottom
charge.
tower is destroyed.
And a glimpse back. That's just a mess.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower's getting
Cass has
hit.
got a blink. Let's do a bit of an item round while we see this fight brewing up top. Fred asking for a bit of trouble there, just lone wolfing by himself right next to an Ember. This is not a good time. I don't know about this. This feels like...
He's baiting.
He could be, but there's no one else around, so I'm not sure if that's a bait.
Sorry, they don't know that.
Your place is here.
Yeah, right. Free kill. That's alright. Here comes Husky from the backline though, so they might get more from them. The Wyvern pulls off his ult onto the Disruptor. Bit of a awkward situation there. The Disruptor ult dropped on the Husker, not before the Lion finishes him off. That's probably a dead Husker. It's going to be a 3-for-1 trade unless there goes the Omni. Wow. Pierce comes in and absolutely annihilates the Drow, which really makes that much more worthwhile than it was before.
I think Justin has some target prioritization issues there.
Yeah.
He needs to go in the Drow rather than let Drow hit him for free.
Yeah, he's just walking in. He's the guy that's got to delete that ult bonus, isn't he? How far is he from the taunt? Anyway, let's do the items. Okay, so Husker's got his Ags Scepter, BKB, and an armlet. You know?
He really needs his BKB. He shouldn't be going in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's rushing the Ags.
Like, he needs to be charging the Drow every single fight with a BKB.
Radiant's middle tower
Basher
is
and
under
Manta
attack.
up on Fierce, and he's really looking to fight now, isn't he? In that game against us, we saw him really like farm quite passively, but he's joining the fights, which is doing a lot. As we say, Casper dies to Tim. Tim's got his BKB up. He's got the Lincolns, which is something I was going to bring up. At what point do we start seeing the Lincolns on the Drow?
Mine is truly
Not till after BKB,
civilized.
I guess.
I think the BKB is pretty important right now. It'll save him from being able to get mana burnt here. A lot of the fights where he could really punish like Steel Fierce,
Yep.
Warpers was just out of damage, just forcing him to get the cusp off.
Yeah. Omni picking up the Solar Crest and Stuart with the Ether Lens.
I also would really like to see the
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
Oh, they're slicing through the Husker, but he doesn't mind too much. He's just going to disengage. Shadowbladed Hanju racing in to help that escape. The shard from who, sorry?
For the Drow. Hypothermia here is quite good against the team. Like a lot of HB Well, like I guess Justin being the core one here is pretty dependent on the HP region. At the same time, too, a lot of the defense coming from Winter is trying to hold the race out.
Especially when he is popping the line, or he's popping the first hero, right? So he is going to get that proc. Hunter's charging. Who is he charging? Into a smoke. Oh, is that going to be enough? He's going to catch him? What the fuck just happened?
Or missed chains.
Yeah, unfortunate. Gets away with murder there. Tanks the gank without even tanking. What a guy. Shouldn't you just kinetic field, or is the cooldown, is the cast action too slow? Was Thunderstrike to go there? I guess he couldn't see him.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sorry, the question I was going to ask is, oh, that's an interesting item there, the Mind Breaker, that's going to be good.
Attack.
How do we lock down this AM?
Disruptor ult.
Yeah, is that the only tool they've got available to?
Tower's under attack.
Well, they line up the Manta, like the silence and the chains and stuff.
He's got Abyssal up, which is not good news for Tim.
Dire's top tower's under
Disruptor's coming. Will he drop the ult straight away? Let's see. There it is. Catches him. And here comes the... Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, wait, 2 seconds. Oh, the save.
Well, the team was behind him, which is great. And it's what I'm thinking. He's just a little bit too tanky.
Go in.
Casper glimpse back. Just finish him. There we go. Boom, boom. 4 hits there. Meanwhile, the arena's popped. And Justin died. But oh my god, Fierce is doing a lot. Silence? He's silent? Is that enough? And that is enough. Alright, the Drow's really fucking people up. And you're right, Ray, I reckon if you had Hypothermia in that, he would be fucking some shit up. So hopefully the next pickup. He's almost got enough gold to just pick it up on the back of whatever his career is bringing out to him.
I think like Fierce fucked up there. He should just went on the drive when SB charged, you know, because like Justin's on 2 of them bot. Like,
yeah.
Just jump the drive.
I mean, it's one of those games where I think you, especially with these like we found this against with Tim.
Radiant's middle tower is
when
under
you've got a
attack.
team with CE and Tim, you know, and an Omni, you got to constantly change who you're really targeting.
Gee, Radiant's middle tower just got
a lot of
wrecked.
tile selection communications.
Yeah, I mean, like it was really exacerbated for us because we had a
Radiant's
Doom,
middle tower is
right?
under
So we're thinking
attack.
about who the Doom is. It went from Tim, then it went to Monkey King, and in the
might as well
end of the
save
game,
that
it was
energy,
got to get
because
the
Radiant
Omni,
just
right? Like,
fortified their Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I just wonder if those comms are happening. Charge in onto the Drow.
Radiant's middle
Little
tower
mini Ravage
is
there.
destroyed.
And there is the win
Radiant's bottom
first, which
tower
is going to be a
under attack.
dead Omni. Good value curse there. But wow, 2 drops the ult and that's going to be dead. 2 there. And buys back. DC tries to TP out, but Justin has the final say. Ryan's trying to 1v1, and that's probably not going to work out well for him. Glimpse back. Tim's popped BKB. Will it be enough? Probably not. Looks like he's dead. Jesus. Buyback from Fierce paying off so far. He's going to get another one here. Casper gets his finger in just to make sure he gets a charge.
Go rush right now, go to rush.
Value buyback, guys?
Maybe an unnecessary, but...
See how it goes.
Oh, I don't think they win that fight with
Oh
that
boy,
Fierce.
Dire's middle tower is under
I
attack.
think Husker fucked the Drow. Like, they
No, but then the, I
probably
think,
wouldn't have gotten Tim.
yeah, and then I think the Husker died.
There is no
Dire's middle
buyback.
tower. It's
Actually, no, once the Drow's dead, Husker's not dying. Oh, Fierce dives absolutely forward. Stu has got nothing to say in return to that. The Abyssal Blade used on him.
To the grasslands.
That's a 5 for none on the buyback now.
Ooh, Dire,
Falls
you
to
gotta
the
fortify
walls.
them
Yeah,
their
not
structures.
feeling
No
it.
buyback in
Middle
that's
tower's under attack.
Fierce carrying this team home.
Buyback is available to destroy.
Justin doing just enough.
Dire's middle tower is
14-9.
under attack.
Getting some action
Dire's
there.
middle tower just took a big
3rd highest in the
beating.
net worth.
It's gone.
Maybe we all need to eat our words.
I think this is a
Dire's
really
middle
good
barracks are getting plunged into a sea of abuse. Dire's middle barracks
When you
are
play like that kind of high ground without having the
disappeared.
buybacks available on the court,
Yeah.
so much
What's the matter with you? You just
Messy.
Dire's
This is
bottom
really
tower
messy.
destroyed.
Baiting with the illusion. And Justin obliges.
Oh, there's some
but he
angry
doesn't
characters
care.
beating up on
wants
Dire's
to
bottom
do it.
barracks. Dire's
Yeah.
bottom barracks are hit.
He wants to be on half
done.
health.
Oh, Dire's bottom barracks.
Just gave me pop.
We've seen better days.
Oh no, Ryan misses the
Oh, no.
spear. But that's still going to be a dead Spirit Breaker, I think. And here comes Tim, and he's not happy. He's deleted. He's deleted 2% of his health, so he has to disengage. He goes looking for Lion, which is fine. The arena drops all the trees, just opening up the game. They're going to get 3, they're going to get 4 in return. But they traded it for the second set of racks. Let me question you this. Would you delete an entire second racks for 4 of your heroes?
No, because now they get Roche.
Now they get Roche.
First, even the first rack's a bit iffy, like, it was okay, they got it, but immediately after you get Roche,
Yeah.
I feel like...
So
yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, like, I think a key part here is that
Dire's top tower is under
having
attack.
The buybacks. Honestly, just not having the buybacks available. Like,
Yeah.
resulted in this. They're gonna get Roche out of this too now.
Dire's
Are
top
they?
tower is under
Yeah, they
attack.
Fierce.
Not my problem with Dire's top
Casper
tower
just pulled
just
out.
fell.
He had buyback, he pulled out. Fierce. Not Fierce, it's Steve. Still not getting the shot.
Alright, he'll get it from Roche.
He's taking a chapter from Jimmy's playbook here.
Yeah. I love Jimmy when he's greedy. It's too funny. Yeah, but he pulls it off. So pull it off. Be greedy.
Slaughtered by the Dire.
Alright, picks it all up. That's
a
a
Dire that needs to punish. They really need to use this. Tim is not going to be happy with what just happened.
yeah, massive swing. Fierce really fucking around. Deep in behind enemy lines, farming their triangle there. And the Drow comes around to pop up. Let's see what this... Oh, look at that hypothermia go. I reckon probably one of the most disgusting shards in the game, right? It just feels so wrong.
Regen reduction, really good.
Yeah, yeah. Especially against Husker with a Satanic. Woo!
I would like to see a Nullifier come out on one of the core heroes, or at least anybody here on the Reddit side. Just allow them to ensure that they're going to kill whoever they're going to kill. They're not going to get safe by an Omni Knight, Guardian Angel, whatever it's going to be.
Let's look at buyback situation. Ember's got his buyback now and Mars, but I guess Steezy's got the Aegis. Smoke up just to get back to base. And Drow sitting on his Aegis and just farming it at high ground almost. Do you reckon they're being too passive here, or the time will come?
I think they need to make a play. Like, I feel like they should try to punish them.
I think they just
It's a little too late. Yeah.
Ryan's pretty rich. Let's talk about that for a second. He's got the Halberd, BKB, and a Blink.
Yeah, much richer than Hanji.
Yeah.
The design here, they should leverage the use of this Aegis, because if you think about what Dr. cost was, is they forfeited the 2 Raxes, they opted not to blow any of the buybacks on the core heroes, so they can come back and potentially have a win con if they did force buybacks.
Also, it's a buyback AM. Let's not forget that, right? That's a hell of a
Exactly.
cooldown coming up. Let's talk about the supports, because I don't want to be that guy that only talks about cores. Omni now picking up the Ether Lens and the Force Staff, so just setting up a bit, I think maybe in the face of... Do you Force Staff people into the walls of the arena? Is that a thing?
I think it's just to save whoever gets done by the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I don't know why Justin just checked Rosh while Aegis is active. That's some new meta play. Grouping up here, I wonder if they're going to...
I think Fred needs a blink.
Yeah.
There have been like a few fights where Fred's just tried to run in to get the ult off, but it's just been like static storms, so he dies inside.
Tim just jumps him and he has to like go into his...
The Omni's been a really good target because he's always hugging the Drow, right?
Yeah.
So he's been picking the right... You're right heroes, just not able to
He
get
needs
there.
to blink, yeah.
Alright, bit of a ward. Just using this time to get some vision up, and they're showing a few. They're just gonna double rune on the side. Will Stu get it? Of course, he's an objective man. He turns around back to get it. It's just fucking
Radiant's
$3.
bottom tower is under attack.
Trading shrines. Top shrine being taken. State of play, what do you guys reckon? 2 racks down, still 4k up.
So the
AM
Radiant...
Go on.
The Radiant right now has a lot of options. Rat Dodo is a big win condition here for them. Spirit Breaker and Anti-Mage are only 1 rack standing.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The only thing is, when you've only got 1 racks coming, Rat Dota is like a little bit more predictable, right? So you gotta kind of It's almost like better to rat dodo when there's 2 rounds, you know?
I mean, it's predictable, but it's like it's frustrating because
You're right. You're right.
you have to defend. You can't play. It's so hard to play against Megas.
Another trade of shrines. Yeah,
Like they
especially-
get this Aegis and they can't do anything with it.
Yeah. With their lanes. Yeah, it's not even megas in their lanes are fucked. That's what I was talking about. I really liked that Wraith King game the other day because it's so easy to have the lanes pushed out, right? You just
Keep the lanes by themselves.
so safe, yeah. AM allows you to do something similar. Oh, they're looking for him.
Tim's like, nope, runs away.
Yeah. Tim slowed down his farm a little bit. Still second on the net worth. Oh, there they are. The TD Woods picked up. That's a bit of a slight power spike for him, right? He gets to rat back. Or at least fix the lanes, right? He gets to fix the lanes.
Yeah,
That's actually a significant power spike probably for that team. Given that lane position was a big issue. Fred's a courier just chilling there. Actually a couple of couriers. Oh, that's a ward. Alright, they should be able to see this because they've got some pretty good wards up, so they know where Husker is. He's
jeez,
gonna come
Radiant's
into vision
courier
in a
just
second.
got
Oh, no,
killed.
he walks around it like a gangster. Casper doesn't take his fire. Because...
Oh, and he gets the root off the teenage.
Oh, is that enough?
No,
Unfortunately. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh. They use the ult? Yes,
Oh,
they've fought it.
no.
Stewart, game-winning ult there. That's why they picked it. And he delivers. He's not legend for no reason.
There is a buyback still available in the Ancient Age.
Stewart just says, fuck these anchors, I'll sort this one out for myself. No all chat back to Justin though, 'cause he wants the W before he can all chat. Stewart really waits to that last minute to put the nail in. He's gonna quite silently finish this game, and as he wins, gonna pause.
Stewart's slowly been getting better and better over the course of this game. I think.
He has, hasn't he? He's kind of gone. He's pulled a Casper in 60 minutes.
Yep.
What next? I mean, it feels like a lot of them have, really. It feels like a lot of players, even Ryan, even Justin, kind of like feeling themselves out, right? Like it's a bit of a messy start to the game. And almost inversely, Tim, who had an absolute rip snorter of a start. Although he's still fucking 19-5, Jesus Christ. Oh man, it's too funny. Alright, Sooky boys at the tower defense, ready to hold back. Aegis no longer up on Steve. It's pretty far forward for a guy with no Aegis, right? With a Spirit Breaker. That makes me feel nervous. Is that wrong?
You have Omni sitting behind you. It's okay.
You do have an Omni sitting behind you.
Yeah, is that... where is the Wyvern? I guess it's the
Interestingly enough, I would have liked to see Justin go play Pale Agony.
Oh, he's got that blink. Wyvern's got the blink, and he's looking for the target, I think.
Those are my sounds. Like I don't know if he's using it for Justin or just like preemptively knew.
Where is... Oh, Ember. Has he got a Spirit?
It's true. Always premature with that bricks.
Wait, did he... Oh, he's TPing now. Wait, does he have the second set of bits? He does. Oh my god, and in he goes. Lincoln's popped, and they found Fred. They're probably going to delete him. Ryan, Ryan drops
3 seconds,
it.
and
That is dead Justin. Yeah, here comes so much damage coming out of this drought, but he's going to die. It looks like he's going to die to the...
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
As the AM's join, he's going to delete the Disruptor, and that's Ryan dead as well. Just the one buyback. AM unsure whether he wants to go for...
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower's
Tim
under
and Tim's
attack.
out. Wow, that is
Wow.
so much, but look at the buybacks. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 buybacks. So it was, in the end, a 4-for-4 exchange, really, and 4 buybacks.
I feel like the execution of the team fight quite poor, like on the Dire side.
Yeah.
Like, which sort of resulted in them losing all of their lives, I guess. Radiant side did a good job staying alive there. It cost them the 4 buybacks. And you gotta say, like, I don't know if you used to start that fight. Tim did a lot of work to get those start. But I think they just need to work a little bit on the teamwork there.
Yeah. And they're going to now try and force these buybacks back, and they have to buy back, don't they? This is their last racks. Oh, Fierce is going really hard forward. They've got Fortify up. They've bought 1, 2, 3. Will they pick up the 4th? They want to save the Drow buyback. Although I'm not sure if it's worth at this point. If you've got 3-4 back, what's he going to do?
This is going to culminate to the most important fight that will happen in the next 5 minutes.
Roche.
It's a really messy dirty here being played, but you know what? It's coming down to who's going to execute in one fight. You can see that every team's kind of like trying to work out their team structure. Trying to work out how their play is going to be.
Smoke from Dire.
And they're going to catch Casper. Oh no. Oh wow, that's a wasted 2 ults there. Yeah, not good here. Oh, he's got a buyback. Oh no. Oh, he's out! That is...
Do die that.
That open's happened too fast. Well, they almost got thing for it, which would have been worth, right? Oh, that's but geez, that happened so fast.
It's not worth as Tim has buyback. Your whole team now buybacks are failure.
No, didn't they pop? Oh no, he never died, did he?
You know how much stuff he was carrying?
Oh, that's unlucky there.
I mean, even if he does, like, your whole team's diebacking for him. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, that also Fred, I think panic, Wyvern ulting there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, it's probably one of the most discombobulating things in Dota, right? When you have like smoke on a set of stairs.
Oh, they're going Roshan? I think they should just go down mid here, right?
They just want to secure the W. So what's?
I feel like you're giving them a way back into the game.
If they were, Stu made sure of it. Dragged Rush out the maximum distance, which is good.
There's no buyback available here for the Radiant team. They have to now win another team fight. Both sides don't have buyback, so you're giving them another chance to win the game.
I reckon.
It's still a buyback advantage, but yeah, you are giving them a chance.
Yeah, there's no buyback available.
No, you have 1 extra buyback on.
Yeah, 1 hero though.
On an Ember, on an Ember, that's pretty significant.
Oh no!
No, he didn't.
Wow, well these two managed to pop the BKB of the Huskers. That's a bit feels bad. Not gonna lie. They're gonna get their first lane of Rax here, but also very interestingly that Omni picks up the Yag's scepter there. Someone talk to me about that.
Radiant's top barracks have fallen.
So Yag is good.
Status resist is huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Radius becomes global.
It's more so becomes global. So like Milo now can like literally sit in the well, defend base. Like he's just guarding from there, and he can't get jumped by Fierce.
Yeah.
Milo needs to not show, ever.
Oh, Dire's carrier just got killed.
Well, we spoke about letting them back in the game. Definitely, everyone's back online. Ryan trying his best to be getting caught out in the top lane there, but not just able to walk it off. Ember's in, and that's going to be a dead Fred. So much damage. Dive in on the Drow, but there's Stuart with the ult. We'll see if he'll be able to do enough damage here. No, but oh my god, this is a long ult. Oh, that really hurt. Stuart with the game-winning ult there. That's fantastic there. And that's a silent AM. That's a dead AM. He's gonna buy back anyway. Casper, stay, survive. Tim doesn't take prisoners, does he?
This is another dead AM, I think.
Yeah, Tim's the kind of guy that would just like, he wouldn't even make the video. He'd just behead you.
Radiant's middle barracks are getting attacked.
Oh my god, Tim. Can we talk about that Stuart ult there?
Radiant's middle barracks are getting
absolutely
over.
Caught everyone. I mean, obviously, Tim did a lot to set that up.
The Husker not having the BKB available was pretty costly.
Yeah, the pop BKB, wasn't it? That was very interesting. I mean, just Tim did like, I reckon we only captured about 10% of what Tim did in that game, right? Like, he ends with a scoreline of 25-5, 23, and I don't even remember 18 of those kills. So it just goes to show, you know, we had that conversation early on about whether it would be worthwhile to let Tim get the farm he wanted to in order to, you know, get what other stuff you wanted from the draft, and don't let that fucker get Get Ember, right? Like just.
The answer is no. I think a big key one
Jeez,
here
they're
was,
grinding some ranked here. Look at this win streak. Oh, they're smurfing so hard, these little sluts.
I think a key one here was Steezy being able to get himself back into the game.
I don't know. I think Radiant was in a comfortable position, but then that fight at their top racks, like Fierce was 10 seconds from spawning. He had buyback, but you don't want to fucking waste when you're 10 seconds. So, like the supports just like everyone just needs to chill back a bit. That's why Tim went in, right? He travels in, went on them all, and yeah, they died 4 people, but they had to use 4 buybacks on Radiant.
Do you think the Radiant team didn't play their ability to wrap the game towards the end well enough? I felt like they could have comfortably controlled the tempo of the game.
I really think that those last few fights fall on Fred, to be honest. Fred was always caught out first, and he was always dead before he could use his ult.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like it doesn't really matter if your cores get caught in Stu's ult, right? As long as Fred can just ult the drow, it just mitigates so much damage if Fred doesn't die before the fight even starts.
I think we talked about that during the draft. Like playing heroes like Wyvern against him is really really hard because of that. Like he knows he's gonna just jump you as soon as he sees you. So
it's just super important to just sit and like really far away.
And I think it's what you mentioned. Like I think he really needed the blink dagger.
Yeah, I think he got one in the end. It was just like I think it was just showing too much.
And
yeah, he had one in the end. It was just showing.
Don't finish this arcane boots again after you disassemble it.
Yes.
You're very poor as a support. You can't waste 800 gold like that.
Wyvern doesn't use that much mana.
His team doesn't need that much mana. Like
you have enough with just Ether as well.
Yeah.
Like I think the main thing was just let your cores get caught. Let Tim go on your cores. The moment you see Tim flying in onto the cores, then you can just ult the drow because you know it's safe because Tim's too busy using his spells on your cores.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with both their supports. You kind of want to hide, right? You both have blinks.
Yeah, just like your cores aren't gonna die because they have BKBs and Stu doesn't have an axe yet, so you might as well just wait until they get caught on and then you go in. Just being in vision is really bad there.
I guess that draft played out more or less what we were talking about, right? Like just
a little bit. Like I do think the Dire threw a little bit. If you remember how they lost those 2 raxes, like it was kind of like the ability to team fight as 5 is much stronger than HG and Hanju's side. We did see the strength of the Spirit Breaker, so Hanju did do quite a good job, I'd say, that game, in filling his role, but it just wasn't enough.
He never got that BKB that he so desperately needed.
Like there was a fight at the end where he ran through a freaking Mars arena. He charged through a Mars arena to get to the drow, but he went from the outside of the arena to the inside, got like blasted by the arena wall, and then it stops the charge as well. So he basically just charged into the arena and cancelled his charge, and then he just became like a shooting it's got shot down.
A cow in the cage.
Yeah, basically. Fish in the barrel.
I mean, that's the thing with like Spirit Breaker Pos 3, right? You gotta know how
but you lose your midriff like this.
And it's not super intuitive. And that's why last TD, despite Spirit Breaker being such a strong Pos 3, Tim didn't
I think if you go a bit lower,
push it onto Hanju. Because it's not the easiest hero.
Otherwise, it looks good. It's neat. The brown.
I think he still played well in the early to mid game. Like
he did, but if you don't play the map well in the mid game, you fall off.
Yeah. I mean,
because Mars, you just WQ the wave, easy fun. Spirit Breaker, you gotta know how to charge through everything.
You should do the Diamante.
Line up the bowling ball, right? Like, I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Like, it is a very hard game to play Spirit Breaker into.
That's true.
Disruptor makes you sad.
Alright, are we ready to go?
I do think they need to take that draft a little bit back to the drawing board also.
Yeah, that draft didn't work.
I think maybe the hero picks are okay, but think about what you need to not
Dire
first.
team ban.
Yep.
It was fine.
I think the
Just
Spell Breaker did a lot.
execution was-
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I feel
Ooh,
like
Radiant
the
team
Husk, they
ban.
just gave Tim too much.
I think about the bans. That'll be my 2 cents. Think about the bans.
I'd be banning
Oh,
Ember
Dire
over
team
the
ban.
Axe, for sure. Surely Orion Axe versus a Tim Ember.
Whew, Radiant team
I'm
ban.
wondering, is this going to be a tie pickup on Hanju?
But they don't have first pick. Tim has first
yeah.
pick.
True.
So like I think they've really screwed themselves over with this Axe pickup. I'm not impressed by this. I reckon you go Tide.
Oh
and
man, Rick, there's only 10
Ember.
seconds left to pick a hero.
Hey, don't give away our strats.
I mean, we've played it
you,
like twice
you better
now.
pick your hero. 5 seconds.
I don't know. You just set yourself up there. I think they've realized. I don't know what they're thinking about now. They're debating the Ember ban. I don't know, Danny. We've learned firsthand, haven't we?
Mhm.
Don't give the man that hero.
Don't give the Immortal the comfort pick.
Go Dire team.
Oh.
Pick him out. Pick him out.
Well, will he first pick it? I mean, he wasn't afraid to first pick the.
Rick.
Oh, they go the Tide. Well, they know that they're not going to pick the Ember, right? So they could probably pick it up in 1 and 4 now.
Come on, Radiant
They're
team. You
laughing.
gotta pick him right.
I think they screwed themselves with the draft pick.
Yeah.
Or the draft ban, sorry, because generally versing Tide, Drow's a good hero to lane up against him.
Dire team pick.
Grimstroke.
Grim's always a great hero against these Immortals, right? Does a lot. Do you get double Boros Strike off it as well? Oh.
Yep, you do. You get your own version of Ravage. So I think this is going to be a Hanju and Fred.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
10 seconds to pick your hero.
And a much stronger
Moron.
offlane, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
That's
5
good.
seconds
I like
left
that
now.
opening pick. I'm just not a fan of giving them the Tide and the Ember. They're debating whether to go Ember again, and I think the only
Maybe.
reason they don't go Ember is because they want to try something new. But if this was actual TD,
This is an Ember Spirit.
I reckon Ember Tide is like.
Oh. With the mighty Lord Crave,
I think
show mercy.
going Ember into Grim's a bit scary. You'd rather go something like a Storm. Because like you can zip in, you have a lot of reach, and you can blow up the Grim before it gets a spell off. Whereas Ember, you have a root, but you don't actually have like a stun or anything like that.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm also going to just pay that. I think the way Tim's playing is that.
My counter argument is it's Tim.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna find the Grim before the Grim finds him. I just feel.
Oh, Dire team ban.
It's Tim being
Anti-mage.
dead.
Oh, the counter pick
Oh.
AM. Don't mind that.
Radiant team ban.
Pierce was pretty fucking scary on his 2 AM games, right? So, hey,
It's not a bad AM game.
yeah.
They reflect
Dire team
all their
ban.
spells right now.
It's pretty strong against like a Sand King too. Sand King's really hard to play against too. That like traditionally that's always been a hard matchup.
Also,
I hope Hanju took a little page out of my game investing Fierce's anti-mage.
Woo, Radiant team ban.
Puts it to work.
Also feels good playing into a Ravage, right? Like as an AM.
Radiant team ban.
I have a feeling. Do you reckon Hanju and Associates should be picking the Disruptor up? Like,
It is a good hero against anti-mage.
and not bad
good
against
hero
Tide
against
as well,
Tide,
right?
yeah.
Like,
It's in general good hero against Tim's team.
yeah. And also like the double glimpse, even double
You
Thunderstrike.
really gotta
not
pick
bad.
a hero. You got 10 seconds left. Radiant team pick.
Do they Thunderstrike each other?
I think one gets blocked.
Isn't it just an AoE pulse?
Oh, you're talking about if it's... he's talking about Grimstroke. all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. If they're both,
Oh,
You really gotta
yeah,
pick
they're
a
next
hero.
to
You
each
got
other,
10
yeah.
seconds left.
they'll hit each other, right?
I think so.
You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
All right, let's look at the bands. So LC, Tiny, they're really going after the Justin bands here. Pugna, they're letting it through for what it's worth. Although Pugna into AM is pretty Siebes, right?
A little bit seems. I mean, you can always protect people with the Cripper fight, but then you're always going to have a humongous target on your head, and Justin doesn't like having a target on his head.
No, although he put the target on his own head last game.
He
And
did-
then
he
you
did.
see the 3 Charmander, Squirtle, and I don't know if it's a Bulbasaur, but the 3 spirits being cancelled out one after the other. So mid ban wars. Although that PA got banned. Interesting. Why PA?
Yeah, I think-
Yeah,
Break?
good against AM.
Yeah, really strong against anti-mage.
I know
so-
NG is probably
Look at
gonna
this
tell me
attitude.
something about like also the break on the tide, but is that a big deal?
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal because like you break the tide and then you stun lock him, you can't get his ult off.
Yeah.
I like playing Sven against Tide and AM.
I think it depends if they have a wand or not.
Sven.
Or
Why is that?
PL.
Or what? Sorry.
Or PL.
Why?
Because
Come on, Dire Team.
Sven
pick it-
is just
pick it
like
good.
a lot of quiz damage, and you just pop your shit before you fight. You don't really need the
chop.
mana during the fight.
Yep, chop chop.
You just chop people down, and AM can't man fight you into you. Generally, if you're like equal farm.
Yeah.
PL just
10
because I
seconds
think
to
PL
pick your
does really
hero,
well
you
against AM. Not very well
moron.
against Tide, but once you get the mana burn off
5
on
seconds,
Tide,
Morty.
like,
It'll be
Tide
fine.
becomes useless.
I think PL is
Yeah, he's
still
pretty
okay
good.
against anti-mage. Like being able to
Really
ban
bad.
and burn anti-mage's mana also makes anti-mage sad.
Yeah. I do like this opening though. I don't like their bans at all, but I like their 3 heroes. It's a very
Go,
TD
Dire
lineup,
Team.
right?
Pick them up. Pick.
Lots of team fight, lots of disable. Tanky. Oh, there's the Lich, and there's the tank.
Radiant Team pick.
I think TA would be pretty good here too.
Pause one TA, let's do it.
Can I just say, fighting into a DP and Tide is probably like the gayest, and a Lich. What the gay?
I thought he wouldn't pick DP because it's.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
You can walk away with
Yeah,
it. Really easy.
5
Yeah,
seconds
just tell your
left
friend
now.
to walk with you. It's like, you know, when you were in primary school when you did the 2-legged race.
Oh, right.
A 3-legged race.
Actually, when you were in primary school,
Oh,
and
yes,
any
big race.
any excursion you went on, you had to hold each other's hands. Remember?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Gay.
Sad.
I think is that not allowed these days?
No, I think I still think it's the mainstay of child protection in New South Wales.
We should ask one of the many teachers in Rectum.
Oh, Dire Team ban.
Clinks.
Mr. Chu.
Mr. Chu. What do you think about the Justin Clinks coming out here? Trying to go for a bit more farm heavy and
I
maybe.
don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either. Like, who are you trying to Clinks down? Like,
I think
10
it's.
seconds
I think
to
it's
pick your hero,
okay
you
because like they have a
moron.
very team fight heavy
You-
lineup
you-
on
you better pick
Dire,
your
so
hero,
You just
5
like
seconds.
split up the map. Kind of rat a bit.
yes, but also at the same time, if you're not, I just feel the way that Tim's gonna set a tempo
Radiant
for
team
his
ban!
game, right? And he's gonna be coming for your towers one by one, almost at that 1.5-minute cycle, or whatever the cooldown is.
Oh, Dire
He's gonna
Team
set the
ban.
terms for you to fight against him in that mid game. What's Klink's gonna do in that situation?
You have decent equals. You have Sandstorm, you have Stroke, you have Barrage.
I mean, you're talking about a DP out and a
Oh man,
Ravage
Rick,
behind
there's
it and
only
a Lich
10
ult.
seconds
Is
left
that
to
enough?
pick a hero.
I guess they don't have a
5
tower
seconds.
hitter right
Radiant
now.
team
Give it a
ban.
tide. Just a DP.
Oh, it's a DP
yeah,
out.
the
It's a
DP out.
DP.
Yeah.
It's a
I wouldn't mind Jakiro
Come
to
on,
round
Dire
this
Team,
one out.
pick it good.
Or do you reckon they need something to like fix the lanes?
I think more catch. They need catch here on the die side.
Lion?
Maybe we'll see what they come out with.
Pause for Spirit Breaker.
You really got to pick
Oh,
a
yeah.
I
hero.
mean, like
You got
in
10
the
seconds
spirit of
left.
what they're trying to do, I think a Rasta is.
Oh, it's man. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rasta would be
there's
nice.
5 seconds left
Oh,
now.
Void Spirit. Lol. I wouldn't. Sorry, not Void Spirit. Faceless Void. I would hate to play Faceless Void into this dire team. Who are you catching? That's disgusting. Just the AM.
It's good to go in the AM.
Yeah, but
It's very important.
bro, it feels
and then
bad.
die to everybody else.
Yeah, and then the second your BKB is down, everyone's on you.
But I think the moment you kill AM, like the rest of the team kind of fall apart.
You need to be ahead though. It's like you still need a fair bit of damage to delete that guy in your chrono.
Yeah, I really want to see Sven, but I don't think that no one plays Sven on their team.
I'm
Justin
pretty sure.
does, right?
I'm pretty sure Fierce could. Yeah, you could give Fierce the Clinks and give Justin the Sven. I don't think they're thinking Sven.
You can't do that though.
It's too
That's
greedy.
just- yeah,
Justin
they
Sven
both
it.
need-
I would really like to say position.
Like Fierce needs to play something that has like a mid-game tempo, like because Justin's just gonna be fine.
Come on, Radiant Team, you got to pick
What about a
hero.
CK for the Radiant? I'm really feeling like The Grimstroke CK.
Does not work well against DP and AM. Like CK gets countered pretty hard against AM.
They got a lot here.
Gets countered by Tide as well really badly.
There it is.
Hey, choose
Where's
your
the
hero.
tempo?
Is this going to be a blood mist build?
That's pretty good.
Double Ravage. Sorry, not double Ravage, double Rupture.
No, not double Rupture. It's Rupture with AM. You don't get double Rupture with the next.
No, with the Grimstroke.
Grimalt.
Yes. Fair enough.
I think that's a good pick up, the Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
I think it is. It's a much quicker timing than Clinks will be.
Yep.
Which is much needed. Get some D push with the Blood Ride as well.
Can we talk about Casper's kit right now?
Casper's kit.
What is going on there? It looks like
Looks like
New South Wales Health's IT system.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, it's a mess. All right. What do we all think? I think what we meant to do is we all agree on one team winning. Kenny says the other team, and then Kenny's right. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Really.
I'm never going to bet against Tim again, so I'm going to go Tim.
I'm doing Dire. Actually,
Oh, you can't agree with me, man. That's a cop-out.
Simon is a slut.
nah, I think Tim's gonna win.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I just think Justin's gonna be a bit too greedy with
Why aren't they
things.
doing
and
anything?
it's
They're just
gonna
standing
get too
around.
overwhelmed.
Relax,
I
Morty.
like the Bloodseeker. I go for the Bloodseeker.
Okay.
I hope the Bloodseeker learns Blood Mist and somehow makes it work.
Danny?
I think Dire has an easier draft.
Yeah, I agree. I think the execution just for Justin's team is just a bit too much. It's going to require Justin, like, you know, playing that Rat Dota really well and the Bloodseeker coming online and then just all their team fights syncing up in a way that just Ravage and DP ult is just going to make it really hard to execute. So
I think, like, you mentioned that too, right, in terms of Justin taking too long to come online. I think we're seeing Justin sort of revert here. Like, Justin's basically going to be playing carry from the mid lane. I think Fierce is going to be playing mid from the safe lane.
yeah, and that's good. I think that's good. I think that's them addressing an issue in their
30
their
seconds
play style.
till Jit
I
goes
commend them
ham
on
in the
that,
dollar
but I still
store,
think
Morty.
that the execution's a bit harder. I think if instead of Clinks you played something like the Sven, or if you played something else that is able to fight if you needed to, just feels a bit better. I don't know, that's just my take there. I think they're sacking too much.
You should have known better.
Again, they're just giving too much of a trade-off. And are they going to punish this DP? Like, I just feel like DP's going to get away with it again.
I mean, Rupture is good against it.
Yeah, but he's not going to want to
Look at
fight
this
for a little
game.
bit. I
It
think
just started,
DP's going to come
baby.
and take a tower or two before.
I think, like, what's really going to be critical is if Fred manages to use Soulbind and catch Tim so that he
Like-
can get that double Rupture off.
I honestly think if Radiant were running this draft, they should have put Fierce mid and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you need the Bloodseeker
Yeah.
at these levels to come online really
Yeah.
fast.
Because it kind of feels like they're stabbing themselves in the foot, right?
Yeah. This
Putting Clinks mid and just making him farm is just gonna slow down the whole team really bad.
the DP is just going to get too much before it's time.
Because by the time this gets 6, like Tim's gonna be like 8. It's just really hard.
It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
All right, let's talk about the mid lineup. Danny, talk us through DP and Clink.
Yeah, maybe talk about like DP's not gonna run him over.
It's going to be the freest lane for Crave, I think.
I don't know. I just cannot believe they've given 2 games where Crave gets whatever he wants. But you know what? If there's a man to make it work, Baby Justin is that man. All right, we've got Ryan on Tide, Milo on the Shaman. I think Milo didn't pop off like to his usual standard last game. Felt like
he's an Omni. Like.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Yeah, I know. You're true.
Having to play it into the AM. Really.
Yeah, but I feel like he just sat around with no mana for too long and just
couldn't do anything.
Yeah, just
Amazing Guardian Angel. Yeah.
Oh, what is Ryan doing? A little bit too aggressive here.
Yeah, Ryan doing Ryan things. He doesn't have Kraken, he's just
Oh, the block by Casper. Oh,
wow.
I'm dead.
Casper
You just
definitely
achieved
no,
first
ain't no
blood.
alcohol.
Thanks and have fun.
Grind it out of Herald, proving his metal there.
Alright. Into the... so how do you reckon this lane plays out? Now that they've already taken first blood.
I think this is gonna have a very easy time.
The clicks is a little sad here.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at that.
Like,
Oh dear, that's criminal.
it's very, very easy.
Oh, it makes me sad.
Denied.
Those people buy branch
Radiant's
and
middle
they
tower
never
is
eat
under
it.
attack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
You don't need to rush that one, man.
Oh, and it's gonna be a death on... Oh no, this lane is feeding. Just out of position once again. So yeah, let's talk about this bot lane. How do you reckon it's meant to play out? I feel like obviously it's gone down 2-0, but
I feel like that it is a heavy dire favourite bot lane. Tide.
yeah,
Rust like those
felt
are
like
really,
it. Yeah,
really
it's
strong
like
lanes.
all the damage coming out of the Rust and then all the
Too many
tank.
heroes going into a Tide.
I say Radiant, David.
I think it should be pretty even. Like, you can't really kill either side. Like,
You should be able to die, and I feel like I don't know, like the Tide should have a pretty free lane.
Yeah.
like Shaman can't shackle anyone.
Yeah, but the amount of...
Once he just heals everything up.
Yeah, but the
I mean,
harass,
you can as soon as the skills are blown, and at the same time too, Shaman has like incredible stats.
It's the right click from the Shaman for me. Like, it's just gonna be able to... Oh my gosh. Anyway.
I think Bloodseeker has a sustain. But it's
No,
just,
it's-
He has so much armor, so much sustain.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it should be like relatively even, but like I think the way they're playing it, it's just because the ogre, like you have to play it like a 1v1, v1, v1. If you play it a 2v2, like the ogre Bloodseeker combo is just really easy. You just get a stun, you're up like blood right, and then that's it. Whereas like it's much easier if Tide pushes
Oh,
away,
no.
Milo goes.
Oh no, Milo.
Oh!
That's blood right.
Oh.
I think the problem here though
Dire's
is like
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that level 1, yeah.
The MMR differential is why they're there. So, if you
But
have
I still think it's very hard. Like you can't.
the Tide can't die in this lane. Like if
Yeah, you can't. You can't play 2v2 though. Like Milo has to go off and like go.
He needs to poke the ogre.
Tide has to go push the lane, and Milo has to pull the big camp basically. Split them up so that they can't get this like really easy
Kill on your
stun blood right combo that's just going on.
Oh, and while we were talking about that, Grim went down to the AM, I want to say. Yeah, to the AM, up top. In that jungle space there. Let's talk about the top lane. Steve getting a pretty free run of things as we speak. Even out farming that Bloodseeker.
I'm excited, but I don't see.
Hanji, why you level Sandstorm?
No. You're Padawan, bro.
Sad times, man.
Again, I think it's the same problem where we talk about like Hunter being just maybe a little bit too passive in lane there.
Well, it is a hard lane, isn't it?
It's a hard lane, but like he has to level Caustic in this lane because he's
Yeah.
never gonna have more. Like what you need to do is just push the lane with
I mean, like you get the soul ring.
Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, cause Radiant just
And
fortified
here
their structures.
lies Team, whatever they're called, Sooky Boy 2000's hope maybe that they can just steamroll this safe lane down.
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
Doing pretty well. Bloodseeker topping the network.
Yeah, versus the exact same lane as the
No, Hanji, get your Caustic, why?
I think he's trying to catch up.
Oh, gank mid, just missed it and it failed just as, holy shit, he's popped his ult. So there we go. He gets
Radiant's
mid
middle
tower.
tower is destroyed.
Okay, so one thing Radiant
Oh,
has
is he going to be dead here? Looks like he's going to be dead here. Stun onto the DP and Justin will say thank you very much. Oh, he's going to TP out. He's surely not getting out. Oh, bro. Yeah, the game is hard.
I almost feel bad.
Oh, Tim died.
Yeah.
Yep.
that was Tim being overconfident. Staying on.
He's still a level ahead.
Feeling himself a bit too much there.
Selfish.
Riding off the boom block.
Especially against the quicks, yeah, of all heroes. Oh, action up top. Nope, just... Oh, it is action up top, and the caustic. Oh, he... Oh.
Ooh.
If
Right.
only
There
he
is
had
no
a
caustic.
caustic. Sad time.
Oh, he went the third level
My
into
thanks to
Burrow
thee.
Strike.
Where's his stick?
Wait a
He's got
second.
a
I've
stick
laned
against
against
me.
I've laned against Hanju so many times, and he always goes hard with the caustic.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so sad.
Why is he not this time, Johan?
I'm not sure.
I
Like,
literally specifically told him about laning against Ian.
I think
He goes and doesn't do what I say.
people do weird things when they're losing lane. like my Night Stalker not getting void. Or like level 1 void or whatever.
Danny, we've spoken about this.
he's got the hook, which is good.
Hey, well, what I want to talk about is Fierce's skill build. So he's maxing Blood, right? Generally, as pos 1, you go 1-1-3. Thirst for the sustain, and Q's a much better farming tool.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just doing this to play that high tempo.
I think he is. I think you're right.
Yeah. I just wonder how much he'll slow down his farm there.
Killing spree.
Oh, the Soul Ring.
Just wants to help Fierce secure the kill.
He's like, no, let me, allow me.
If he dies early, he spawns faster, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
farm
true.
faster.
Saves a couple
I think,
seconds, right?
again, without being too nitpicky, Ryan, again, sitting in that lane with like 0 mana, and there's not much the Soul Ring's gonna do there when you've got, you know what I mean? Like, there's no anchor smash, there's nothing that he could use without, like, deleting 30% of his health for it.
He needs to go super slay. Just jungle and get creeps where he can.
I can't remember. Kraken removes Rupture, right?
No. Rupture's not dispellable. No.
That would be
It
too
is.
broken, dude.
But no Kraken.
Alright, some action in mid. The silence lands on 2 from the Blood Right. And they disengage. Bloodseeker's still having a good time. Tim's got his ult up and he's rotating bot. And he's using his invisibility rune, which I don't think anyone's going to see coming. I can't see any sentries. So, and we've got Ravage up line as well. This could be a really fucking messy fight. Especially with Fierce sitting on not so much health, although he's going to probably regen most of that up just there. Oof, are they going to get baited? I think they might. Here comes... Oh, no. Why did Milo just ruin that whole game?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No. He needed to just sit back and lane, dude.
Because Radiant just fortified their
Yeah, no, he needed to just not show, surely, and just let them go on Ryan again at tower.
That's probably trying to get a ward up.
He didn't need the ward.
Dire's middle tower's under
I'm gonna start
attack.
seeing the
Way to go! Radiant's bottom tower's completely gone.
Yeah, that's not good. But also, what can you do there, right? He pops his ult. Ryan sits there ready to ravage, although he almost died for it. Very hard to fight. Very, very hard. Man, I'm so sleepy.
What is this band of Elven skin?
Is that a euphemism for dick?
No. Not the foreskin band.
Band of foreskin.
No, just like, I understand it's a tread component, but...
Who's got it?
Don't you normally go to gloves first? Gloves and face?
Oh, I've seen Fierce do this before, actually.
Because gloves is better for farming and trading, right?
Well, maybe Fierce likes his agi.
You know, I've never looked at the actual band of elven skin. Is that like a... It's just like a little, like, leaf, but... Alright, smoke up top. There goes the stun into the epicenter, and silence into the stun, and he blinks out! Oh, Fred just a bit too late with his stun there, which is unfortunate. And he's gonna pay for that, and they've already... He's gonna... Oh, he doesn't quite have his ult and stuff. 38 seconds, it's gonna be another tower down. And there's almost nothing they can do about it. 3 towers down in about 12 minutes. It's gonna be quite dirty. Hanchu hangs back with no mana, which is just killing me.
This is a textbook push drop.
Yeah.
Whoa, Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
You know what? They don't even need the
just
ult.
fortified their structures. You know what I'm
Shadow
talking
Shaman
about?
wards.
That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified
In fact,
their
he's
structure.
gonna
Dire's middle tower is
save
under attack.
his ult maybe for the T2 even.
What a mess.
It's disgusting, isn't it? Oh no, what is
Dire's middle tower.
Milo doing? Milo
Oh, Stu's gonna die to tower. Oh no,
second best list. Oh wait, this might be their only hope there.
This is Gabe Knowles.
Well, he's popped
Thanks
his
for
ult as
playing
well.
Dota 2.
So he'll be able to This is a messy
Team's
fight.
ruptured.
Ah, this is...
Where was tied this
Oh
fight?
no, the wards didn't get the tower.
Dominating, I guess.
Yeah, last one.
Oh, Radiant's top tower
That's
is
criminal from
destroyed.
Tide
Honestly,
sitting
I
there.
think Radiant's pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
it.
where was the Ravage?
He was farming bot lane. Well, he's got his blink now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Also, Milo charging out. Maybe just not quite reading that there might have been more heroes there.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
But again, Shaman really is the perfect Milo hero. Another one of those like nuisance heroes, isn't he?
Spoke in, got 2 wards.
Yeah, yeah. Play his little rat Dota. It's like perfect for his kind of brand of Dota that he's kind of developed. Is just being a giant pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, and the way Shaman walks, I imagine Milo to walk like that.
Milo's actually very athletic in real life. So. Well, actually, I don't know about his coordination. I can't comment on that.
Regeneration.
Probably not more coordinated than the rest of us reckon, but he's very fit. So, although, you know, yeah, I was gonna say the way Dota draws its characters, I bet Shaman's got a 6-pack.
It looks like at one point in his life he was probably like a ninja.
I'm looking at him right now. He looks like a very you know what? He's got the same body as Milo. I'm gonna pay it. There it is. Let's get Milo the mask.
Oh, the blink reveal.
The blink on who?
On
I was looking at Shadow Shaman's body, so I missed all that.
Alright. I used to stun because it's hard to think.
Mass TP's bot. They've seen the DP there. This seems like a wasted rotation. Smoke immediately onto. Oh, it was a dying smoke on Casper. What are they trying to do? What are they trying to achieve there? They're trying to D-push on their own, are they? Just like next tower next? Is that what they're trying to do here?
I think so. That's the strategy behind this team.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Tim's showing, and he's alone, so I don't know if I feel good about this right now. And
I think he might have sold
little
it.
rascals are hitting
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower.
And then they do it
Playing
with.
defensive.
Yeah, I think it's all.
Line drawn on the map.
all right, well they're gonna disengage.
So they TP down and then draw to go to the other side.
This feels.
Tis mine.
Some next level strats right here.
Show bot.
Oh well, Stu's gonna gank the. Gank.
Gank.
Take the gank. That's right. I was gonna say that's not quite right.
Lost to.
And Stu's very happy to do that. I don't know if that was skill from Stu or just
Stu being Stu.
Stu being Stu. But
Happy accidents.
yeah. Just like my bird. All right, excellent. So let's talk about this Tide Hunter because he's been fucking AWOL all game, but a huge tool for the Dire side, right? And finally, he's doing the right thing. He's kind of hugging the DP. So big line drawn out that way by who draws green? That's Stuart.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, he soul rings with full mana. I don't know what's going on there.
You get mana back.
But like,
Radiant's
do you
top
need to
tower
do
is
that?
under attack.
You know, regen.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. In the enemy triangle, I'm not sure.
Oh great, Dire's bottom tower just got destroyed.
He's also hanging back when everyone's left.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think right now they're pretty happy to let their teammates farm with this battle period.
Yeah, and he's got a good timing on it. He's already got a Blade of Alacrity and what looks like a Yasha potentially coming out to him. Oh, well, at least
Seems to be very much eluding the Radiant team.
yeah, he's 1-0. He's quite happy to farm there. And he's keeping up with the clean.
Oh, the Ravage counterplay. Oh, and the Lich ult.
Wow, Stu doing Stu things.
Pull the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, oh, I don't know. Well, they're going to get a lot for it. Buyback from the Shaman, and it's going to be a dead Casper, but that's not enough, I don't think. Here comes the right. Silence from the DP onto the
Killing spree.
Get 100 at least.
Impossible
Sand
kill.
King.
Dyer's top tower's under attack.
Buyback.
Illuminati
So
sometimes
2
feels
dead
like
and a
they don't even
buyback
care.
for 3.
Dyer, you gotta fortify them. Their
And a
structure.
Ravage.
Good work.
Forward advantage is still on the Radiant team.
Well, actually, the bigger costs are probably the Ravage and the DP ult being used, right?
Yeah, and I think out of that too is they actually force an exclamation to come to that fight.
Yeah. Oh man, this game's putting me to fucking sleep. It's so boring.
Unfortunately, the chain frost bounced the ancient creep rather than the blood.
Yeah, that could have been real fucking nasty. Hey.
Yeah.
We are seeing the Clinks now transition to position 1.
So,
Now
I was gonna say, doesn't he start there and finish there?
He just got like lost his
Ryan's picking fights with the Clinks. Who wins there? It's just they both shake hands and
He's
walk off.
just showing balls, bro. This is staunching.
Yeah, it's an alpha move there from Ryan. But they've got 4 now coming in together, and they smoke, and immediately Fierce breaks the smoke. He's like, leave me out of it. I've got my own agenda, thank you.
Yeah, he's like 400 golden baby. You want to get that shit.
Yeah, Casper can't resist the rune, so picks that one up.
Arms for the dead.
They know Ravage and DPL is down. Maybe they should have forced something.
Dyer's top tower's under attack.
And you're right. Again, like Ryan quite happily to take the dangerous farm on the map, and the AM quite happily farming on the opposite side of the map. So it's pretty good data, right?
Under
Like,
attack.
hey, when you get a fully farmed Fierce Bloodseeker and a Clinks up against an AM, who wins?
In the late game here, it's a little complicated. I do favour the Radiant winning.
Yes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
In
attack.
saying that, Shaman as a support hero, the longer the game goes on, more powerful.
And the Ravage, double Ravage, like, you do get a lot.
It's more so that Tim just won't be able to do the same impact that he had on Ember last game because he is a general.
Yeah, but he makes a lot happen on that DP, right? And I don't know. I feel like DP is one of the series, if it's on the right hands, can stay true in a random game all the way through because what we don't do well is objectives, and what DP does well is objectives, right? So I agree in technical Dota terms to be correct, but in TD,
I'm actually very surprised when you talk about objectives, right? Like the way that the Radiant team is moving on the map. I expected this draft that they kind of put the foot on the pedal.
yeah, grouping up by the way, and that's gonna be a dead Lich, I think. Oh, Omni! Oh no, the epicenter. And they've put the Grimstroke, Ravage into that, and that's not gonna get much for it. They're only gonna get the 2, so probably
Dominating performance.
the real win is
Space created.
yeah, space created. I guess
it's down the voice line.
I think they're gonna go Roche here, right?
yeah, they gotta make something of this DP. This is
But
not.
at the same time, I think this is defendable by the Radiant side.
It's not, the death times aren't long enough yet. It's only 20 minutes.
I don't know. I just feel like one of those 2 ults should have been held. You know what I mean?
Well, it looked like a pretty big fight. They saw a lot of people, but
Unfortunate
Unfortunately, they
positioning
just
from the
walked
Ravage.
away.
Yeah.
Well, it's just also it's not catching periods that they need to do.
They just killed Radiant's courier.
Yeah.
Magic
I'm being too
thyself
finicky
out
here. You're
of
right.
that.
I think like that's the thing with like I didn't mind the cleans because like it's actually kind of hard to run into it unless you get that Ravage off. Like it does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Let's talk.
And he's very slippery.
Let's. No, I really want to talk about Steve, this new entrant into TD, and his use of hero chat lines.
Yes.
No one else in TD uses hero chat lines like that, right?
He's got pretty good lines, I think.
No, they're terrible. What did he just use? He uses the
He's
carry
the one
line.
who just types a question mark.
That's real. That's real psychological warfare. Magic thyself out of that. Christ. Casper doing Milo things back to Milo, and immediately they smoke on top of the sentry.
I would like them to fight
for the twins.
Well, I mean, let's go back to that. You told me that Dyer have a timer. Justin's farming in Justin fashion very well. He's about to get his Skadi. He's about to kill Milo.
Oh, the Centaur Stomp.
Oh, the turnaround.
Can he catch it? Oh no. Wow,
Oh, the
Milo.
Rupture on AM. That's a dead AM probably. Oh. Wait, did I see with this?
Looks like dire structures are
No,
fortified.
he didn't get low enough. And there we go, Magic is an abomination. Maybe I should take a leaf out of this guy's book. You know, they're playing checkers and he's playing chess. I can't believe Milo survived that. What the fuck? How does he not have the damage with the Centaur stun to do that?
I think he has immersion. He's going Scardy, so.
Is that the right build? I feel like he needs to provide a little bit more damage.
I think it's okay. It's good against DP.
Oh.
Oh, and he eats the creep.
Doesn't matter, the damage just clings as a trash hero with instant change straight.
Amazing.
Lol.
This is just like when Kappa coached for us. Silence for 40 minutes and some cutting commentary in 5 words or less.
That's man.
That's what I pay for when I get an immortal on my bench. That's what I want.
It's not about how much. It's not about how much you talk. It's just like
Yeah, more is less.
he
Man.
does say.
Oh my god, this is a fucking disaster here with the good strike disengaging. Oh, Lord save me! But finally, Blink still gets killed. Not before AM comes around the back and kills Hunter, who's not having a great game, unfortunately, today. And here's Justin. Oh!
Oh wait, Fierce is on the back.
Fierce is left around. That's going to be a dead.
Use your Q, Justin, you spastic.
He got out! He got out on 90 health! Oh, Milo is playing fucking Shawshank Redemption here tonight. This is some massive prison breaks time and time again. I'm very much enjoying this much more than that boring last game that Omni. Oh, just don't put him on Omni. Omni's such a boring hero. I feel like Milo is the most misunderstood Dota player in Dota history. They just put him on these like Banes and Disruptors. Get him on some fun shit. What do you reckon, Ray? Just fuck some shit up, you know? Like,
give Stu the repel one.
yeah. I mean, like, Milo's got a gift.
Stu likes repetitive tasks.
Milo's like the kid from Home and Away, right? Sorry, Home Alone. And what you're essentially putting him on is like a fucking Toy Story. It's too vanilla. Get some mischief in this house. Shaman is perfect. Plus, like I said, if we just go back for all the viewers at home, let's look at Shaman's body here, because this is him. Look at him. Look at the way he runs. That's how Milo would run. He's got that like waddling gait.
I still do want to understand what the Dire team is trying to do in this game.
Yeah, very passive, right? Especially when you've got a DP and a tight. I thought they would just be sitting there on that minute and a half timer, just knocking on doors, right? It's actually 2.5 minutes. Sorry, it's quite much more than that. But no, he's got the fire and sand. What does that do for the game? Bit of status resist, bit of mana regen. Yeah. What?
That's always good.
Oh, okay, sure. But okay, you tell me now. Wouldn't you rather a Lincoln?
No profit, no.
Ah.
He is the rupture target.
You need some stats. You need some stats to make up.
No, you don't mind rupture if you just sit there. It's fine.
Yeah. As long as you don't die.
All right.
AM's not ruptured if you're ruptured.
That's true. That's that.
Go.
Vintage.
Cleans go with it.
Oh, it's like 2 ships sailing past each other.
Well, smoke's broken, so they know there's people around, and yet they're still gonna go uphill, which feels like a big booby-hoo by Stu. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god.
Somehow Casper doesn't see.
Oh, this is a disaster. And he gets the ward up too. Everything about that play of Dota was wrong.
I think Casper was shopping, or like using his courier. He just got an item.
And they get a free D ward too.
Sleep. Oh, at the bot lane here we see Steve getting jumped.
Did you not see the ward?
Oh my god, everything about this is wrong. Okay. Thank god.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower's getting hit.
Bro, this is some sloppy Dota. DD spawning next to the rush pit. Everyone's ults are up, and yet we're sitting here AFK farming. Kill me. Rectum, are we the worst players in Dota history? Setting up amateur Dota comps so we can watch each other farm. Like, fuck, we all deserve to get a hell. In the meantime, I'm just gonna watch Milo in first person, because this is what we need. Look at him go. What a fucking hit. Look at him. Look at that guy. He's just hiding in the trees. Looks like he's pissing into a bush right now.
He's like, these are my creeps. These are my creeps.
Look at him. He's just watching over them like, That's like Simon at the freaking primary school.
Zoom out of Milo and Radiant is starting Rush.
Okay, fine. And he's
Looks like Dire, I don't know.
oh my god, look at the damage he's pumping out. It is a double damage click, I guess.
He's got the Hurricane.
Oh god, he's down to 70%. Hurricane, that's Kenny's favorite neutral skill.
Whoa.
Yeah,
How much damage he's doing?
Isn't the Q do more damage? How come he doesn't?
Yeah,
by the Radiant.
Oh, true, Bash.
Arms for the
He should have
dead.
gone Axe. So one of AM's biggest counters is like physical damage you can't find into Kling Smacks.
Nam's a genius.
Yeah, truly, man. The guy's a fucking freak. But I also think he might be a serial killer as well.
I'll take your tribute.
You win some, you lose some, you know?
Trade-off.
You get gifted prodigal, like, intelligence, but then you also have a thirst for human flesh. So, what can you do?
I think we've had 5 minutes here.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yep. I know the crowd out there is chanting for me to focus on the shaman, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna resist the urge.
Radiant's bottom
We have
tower is
both
under
teams on
attack.
opposite sides of the map.
Oh, this is mind-numbing.
Well, Radiant's ahead because they're pushing 2, whereas Dire's pushing 1.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under
Guy
attack.
here is looking
Dire's
to
top tower is under
gank the
attack.
bottom tower.
Oh, he's getting ganked
Oh,
good.
wait, get up on
Bottom
out of here.
tower uses
Radiant just
fortification and
fortified their
resisting
structure.
damage.
Leads me to
He's
believe
not
Dire's
baiting, man.
fortified
DP's
their
top.
structure.
There's the
Dire's
death
middle
prophet.
tower is under
Oh,
attack.
He wants to
He's
fight.
gonna
He's starting. He's gonna throw the silence out first. Oh, there it is. Oh, the BKB. Oh, no, everything is wrong. Everything is wrong, but the ult popped, and he's getting absolutely sliced.
Oh, the heal, the hex.
Oh, the Lich ult though does a lot of damage, and that's gonna be
Dominating performance. Double kill.
Oh, this is
Mega kill.
Real pause one to
Ignore
clean
your
up.
email number of kills.
Dire's top tower is under
well, I
attack.
think that was
Dire's
almost
top tower
Tim's
is
misplay
done
because
for. Radiant's
he
bottom tower
showed,
is under
and
attack.
then the Ravage came in,
Couldn't
and
do
there was
much
enough
about
time for
Radiant's
the
bottom tower,
BKB
could
from
ya?
the
When are these
Bloodseeker.
people gonna learn? When are these people gonna
feels
learn,
right.
Morty?
Yeah, it was. I think the silence animation too.
Yeah, no, but he showed, like, he used his, whatever that Q is.
Yeah, that was a mistake because
Yeah.
it was also in range of the tree, so if a shaman TP'd there, I could have just
Yeah.
Insta-Dex. For sure.
Also, I don't know what happened to AMCP. Did you just not have one?
Oh, there you go. There's,
He's on 20-second cooldown.
there's the
He
death.
could have turned that fight. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's no one in bot, was there? Was Hanju at bot?
No,
Nobody was bot.
he stayed to take back the, take the
Oh,
tower.
he had standing orders to gank.
He probably TP'd bot and then just didn't know, right?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, bad call then.
Oh boy, Dire's middle
It
tower
would have been
is
the same
under
outcome,
attack.
but
Yeah, like I thought they were just gonna trade houses. Like if they have Aegis, like you're happy to trade houses.
Impressive as the original.
Alright, riddle me this, guys.
Tower's under
This is
attack.
something I'm learning Tide, so these are questions I've never really the answers to. But Ag versus Refresher. I know there's a mana issue, but other than
Oh
that,
boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
not
middle
the
tower,
worst, but it's
it's
okay.
gone.
I prefer
Things
Refresher,
are
especially in
getting
TD,
dire.
right? Like, just
Whoa, nice 40.
It's
Good
mainly
one.
because you don't really need to fill a wave clearing role in this game.
yeah. I don't know. 4.5k delay on the. Oh, there's it. Finally, popping the illusion there.
BKB up in the anti-mage, maybe that signals he's gonna be in the next fight.
And Fred doing his absolute vintage build now, moving into the Ags.
Oh, having an
Very
anti-mage
good against AM.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Fred uses it well. He just out of nowhere always finds that fucking Ags and just.
Fred did really well that last fight, getting the Grimald off.
Yeah.
Just-
I mean, this is what I'm telling you about. I reckon Fred is like such a good player, but he's just kind of got a bit underground
Morty,
lately.
they're going
So.
after Dire's bottom tower.
Did he not disassemble his?
Oh,
DP?
finally my DoorDash delivery.
No.
Did he rebuy it?
No.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower's getting hit.
Twice it's happened now.
Yeah.
Please, Fred, disassemble.
What's the matter with you? You just
It's fine,
Dire's
very
bottom
viable.
tower destroyed. Man, great teamwork, huh, Rick? You're actually watching this, Morty. Rascals are hitting Dire's bottom
It's the
tower.
next item because it feels like item progression on the DP is really
Radiant's top
stalled
tower is
here.
under attack.
He's been sitting on that Boots, Kai Sanch, and Black King bar for a fuckload of time. Did he die back or something? Why has he only moved up 2,000? That was like he bought that item
Radiant's
ages
top
ago.
tower is under attack.
It's hard to find space.
Oh man.
Okay.
It's not even from buyback now as well.
Yeah. they've got uphill vision and they ping it out. Lich pulls in
Dire's bottom tower just
the Sinister Gaze.
Radiant's top tower is under
Engages
attack.
silence onto 2 cores there, but no follow-up. With Tide now moving into position, ready to ravage. Doesn't have much mana. There is good time to ravage right now, brother. Oh, there we go. Gets it off, and that is a dead Clinks. But he's got the Aegis. He's gonna be back. The linked heroes there doing a lot, but Tide obliges by letting himself die. DP pops off, and that might be enough to actually kill this. Oh my god, there's so much going on. It's such a disaster.
Impossible kill.
Unfortunately, Hanji was half a second late on his stun, and DP gets his BKB
alt off. Yeah, that seemed criminal. Also, BKBs weren't popped in time to stop the Ravage? What was that? Like, he had... I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Because there was plenty of notice that the Ravage is coming, right? Like... Ugh. Yuck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yuck. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know. BKB's weird pop for probably post-Ravage. I think he got a 4 or 5-man Ravage, right?
Arms for the dead.
Didn't see it, but it was pretty
It
good.
was at least 4.
It was only 4. Wow, you savage. You're like my mum. My mum saying, what, you came 3rd in your science exam?
I think Nam said at least 4, not only.
Ah, okay.
Then you project your childhood traumas here.
Bro, his tone of voice clearly said only. Alright, let's do a quick check-in on the ranked games. Catfish queuing up her 50th game for tonight, and they are on a win streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ranked games. And she's going to calibrate a full 10 win streak. Jesus Christ.
Be in Art's position overranked.
Well, they've got alongside Daryl queuing all 10 games as well, so on his smoke account. He's playing as all. Let's see what else is going on. I'm so bored by this game. Oh no. Alright, let's get back to the game.
I smoked up on 3. I don't know what they're doing with it. Oh wait, that was from before.
We just don't know how to like...
I am convinced the teams are coordinating this to ward the casters.
I know, like, we just don't know how to execute a high ground offense, do we? As a clan. How many times have you seen this where it's like 5-1 just because, I don't know, some small execution thing? I say this being fully guilty of this. Like, I'm not talking down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, depends on the draft. Like, against Dire, like, you're walking into like, damn, and actually they have all these big ults.
But you know that death from Clinks, you know what that reminded me of? Do you remember when Jay went uphill with that Tiny in the TD finals last time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that just felt like he immediately just lost his Aegis and then just got caught out again.
Oh, I think that fight would have been good if like Hanji actually stunned Tim there. Tim would have like
melted.
Pretty much instantly died, yeah. But unfortunately, yeah, like I said, one small execution mistake.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sad times.
I mean, do Radiant have that problem of who shows? They've got Bloodseeker. Can Clinks show? He's tanky. Is he tanky now? Oh, he's 3.6.
Well, I mean, with the Aegis before, you have massive range. You hit the tower, right?
Yeah. All right. Wow.
God, five getting.
Oh, whoa! Action going double death down bot with Fierce popping his BKB, turning and absolutely deleting Shadow Shaman, and Tide dying up top with the Ravage on cooldown. Jesus.
Oh, Dire's courier got killed. Are you kidding me? Weak.
And so Clinks relaunches. I think what they really want to push is get that buyback from that Tide, right? Like, it's a good time to get that assault. Oh, the Abyssal straight on. Oh, but he's gonna pay for it. There's so much damage coming out of the AM. The AM absolutely locked down. They're gonna kill Hanju in return potentially. Oh no, he's gonna walk it off.
That's a fat multicast.
90 seconds dead.
What are they doing? They're dead.
Yeah, why are they not pushing uphill? Well, now they got 4 back. Still no buyback on the AM, so they really should be forcing that if they can.
Yeah,
Yes, our friend Roshan is up. Just not enough impetus here. Dude, that multi-class is gross.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the burning army. Silence on 2 with the Siphon. They catch him off though, and he's not popping BKB. There it is, big Ravage, and there's the ult. Oh, what is going on? Fierce has got his BKB up, but oh, he spawns back. Dead Stewart. They're gonna make it 3. They're gonna go 3 for 3. It looks like they're probably going to get the tide. Now he walks it up.
Damn, that looks really bad with that.
Yeah, they got away with murder as far as I'm concerned. That's damn. What happened there? It just shows how much the Klink's burning army does, right?
Yeah, imagine if he had 7 more.
Sorry, Tiger Mum. Aren't you just picking up the regions?
Regeneration.
Milo dying there, and no one killing Fierce, even though he was just sitting on the traps for like 300 health.
Yeah, that's...
They couldn't kill him. Nobody auto attacks against the BKB.
Yeah, and plus he just regened off a couple of creep and then he's back into it, isn't he?
There's Crave.
Crave was holding out the front to fight. Yeah, because
Crave's not doing enough right click to be able to kill a Bloodseek.
He's picked up a Shivers, which is a nice pickup.
Yeah, like no health.
And he's got 4,700 gold. What do you reckon, a Hex Stick?
For who?
Any of the cores?
Oh, Reagan on that.
Oh, sorry, on the DP as the next item.
Ah.
What do you reckon? 5k gold now. What do you reckon his item should be? Roshan?
Heals upgrade.
Oh, Windwalker.
He loves the
Yeah, I think he's
Wind Waker.
Yeah. If you're a Spirits player, it's kind of like you're a mini Spirit for a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice item to afford to buy.
The rich get richer. What's he TPing at? Oh, just a sentry. And the Spell Prism. Alright, let's revisit win cons. But I want to hear it from Nam, actually. Kappa.
Yes.
What's the win condition for either team?
Execution question.
Well said.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
100% right.
Spoken like a fucking Yoda. What are the objectives though? Dumb it down for us mere mortals. Is Rush necessary here with everyone up? With the smoke coming out? They don't expect it. Although Ryan with his gush is trying his best to make sure everyone knows.
Well, luckily enough, they don't know.
They don't know. Oh, the catch-up silence. Stewart's like AFK or something? I don't know what's going on. Double silence. And this is going to be a disaster of a fight for the Dire. Steve's doing his best. Gets the Mana Void off to kill the Grimstroke. But he's going to get bashed.
And the multi-class?
Oh no, that was... Okay.
Dire did not expect them to be out there at all.
Oh, but they didn't... Did you need to take that fight? 5v5.
Well, it's probably both Springton and Tim like they were all sitting on that Logan in the river, right? And then they see him with that ward.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's so messy. And Casper picks up the shard.
Yeah, it's like they see him with the ward. Marlo blinks up. AM can go up too, but then the other two are just like jerking off down there.
Yeah, I don't know what Stuart... That positioning from Stuart was criminal, right? Like, he's...
It was okay, because like, you think they come from the south or the west side?
But I mean, at least sit up... But you'd want to sit up on the staircase at least, like on the high ground, right? Like, sitting...
You're a bit far if you sit there. You either sit in, like, in the trees to the right or the trees to the top.
The stout heart knows no fear.
Still 5v5.
Well, 5v6.
They have all the ults on Dire.
No, I was just saying, because if you're sitting there, what position are you protected from if you're not behind the trees? Also, how did they know? Was there a ward up that they saw that the? No, how did Bloodseeker know to throw the downhill? Oh, you can just see from uphill to downhill.
Yeah, you can see the uphill, like the smoke pop. You don't see anyone around.
So you okay? So my mistake. So it's not so bad unless that one situation where they come from top down, and in which case you're absolutely butt fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit unlucky, I guess. I don't know.
It's not in my nature, but
Sorry, Stuart. I shouldn't have said it's criminal. How could I doubt you? All right, let's go back to commentary from Katpa. Next objective, now that the rush is down, is just going up, going.
Yeah, just Siege with Clinks. I don't know why they're
for my coffers.
Oh, Abyssal Blade onto the... No mana, but he pops his BKB. Has he got it? He has... he's used his Abyssal Blade too early almost.
Oh,
there goes the Grimwald and the fucking multi-cast. Oh my god. Massive mana void there from Steve, and he's taking out the back line. Meanwhile, Stuart... Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's the...
Oh, Kenny would be so sad.
Dyer's middle barracks are getting
attacked.
No need to die there.
They got a dust.
And was that Steve popping the dust?
Yeah.
That's what makes him not an Archon. Carries dust. That looked really bad for Dyer with the multicast double ult. Then what happened? I think Steve really just popped off there. He got the right mana void, deleted one hero, got Casper down to like 20% with no mana, and Casper had to retreat, and then it just kind of Hanju seppuku'd to Stu. And that was it.
Didn't use any items.
Didn't use any items.
Like Man said, execution.
Yeah. It's almost like Hanju refuses to betray his old master Tim.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, that's a dead Grimstroke straight up off the bat. You know what? Casper's going to go with him to do. Steve's really feeling himself right now. He's played really well in the last few minutes. This is really good. And this looks like a GG. Oh, this is such an unfortunate turn to an incredibly boring game.
Oh no, Dyer's middle barracks.
No, it's gonna be delayed. What did you
Oh no, kill me. Mercy, just call the fucking GG. I joke. There's plenty of life in this game yet. Casper though, really flexing his Archon fingers in the last few fights. Walking up to heroes and pressing Q. Green. Stuart vigorously drawing on the map. Ryan's now got his refresher up. Seer Stone? Or is that the gem? What was that? That's a gem. Oh! Initiation from Hanju. He's gonna get caught by the Sinister Gaze. Wow! Ryan pops his Ravage, refreshes. He's gonna get back in there. He's gonna have a second one. Everyone's BKBs are up though, so that's unfortunate. Hanju now uses Epicenter, which unfortunately doesn't even kill the Lich. Lich though...
They're unstoppable. Double kill.
Almost dies to the Burning Army, but as Kappa would tell you, there just weren't enough soldiers.
Why did Sand King jump up?
I have no fucking idea. That was something else. You know what this is? Someone's not calling these fights well enough for Hanju. The poor bastard. Ray, are you awake? Great. Were you more asleep during the massage this afternoon or this game? Well, there's the multicast from the towers. Buyback from the Bloodseeker, buyback from the Sand.
Incredibly low number of kills.
And the team just moves on up. I wish Ryan had just held onto that Ravage, the second Ravage. At least until the BKBs were down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack! Radiant's top tower is falling!
The Ravage is saying I like the same thing as they something.
Okay.
Well, there you go! Radiant's top tower!
Grim ult down, and there's the Dark Portrait. It's doing work! It's doing work! There's the Abyssal on the Steve Tieflings out. Hanju jumps in with the Burrow Strike. It's not going to be enough. Lich's doing a lot with the Sinister Gaze. Ryan dies, but he doesn't care. Ravage is down anyway.
Well, there goes Radiant's top barracks.
Oops, that Dark Portrait is doing some damage, but not before 2 racks are down. Hex onto the AM. He's counterspelled, and he's going to get out of there. Will Gazy pay for the sins of his team? He doesn't get out. But they take 2 racks from that. They're pretty happy with that. Things are looking a little dire in more ways than one. Fierce going for the Mjolnir. Alright, we're going to spend a bit of time just watching the Shadow Shaman's
Dyer's
body.
courier. He bit the big one. There's a job opening, in case anyone's interested, for courier.
Stu's really popped off with the Sinister Gaze this game, I feel. Bit of catch there. Oh, Burning Army popped. Hex as well. To no avail. Shadow Shaman blinks in to Hex the Lich. No fear. Unfortunately, his Ether
Oh no, Dyer's middle barracks are gone. Oh!
Tragedy.
That force field leads me to believe that Dyer just fortified their structure.
I wonder when they made Dota 2, did they think that, oh wow, Lich ult dropped without Spire, nothing of it in the end, Sinister Gazing in. He's Hexed, there's the Ravage! The pressure doesn't end up catching the Bloodseeker because it was during BKB. Buyback from 1, buyback from 2, that's going to be a dead tie. He will have buyback, he's probably going to use it as well. Brave jumps in, uses his ult, BKB out. This might be enough to kill off.
Double kill.
1 kill off 2. Steve-O finds the Bloodseeker. Mini stuns him.
Double kill.
Bashes him. Hanju's Ravage not enough, and now he's been caught out. So this is a fucking tragedy for him.
Killing sprees.
Someone needs to do a welfare check on Hanju later tonight. Buybacks.
They had a really good fight, but the moment AM bought that, they should have backed. They saved extra 10 seconds.
100%. They got the kills, and then they just... I think it's one of those things where you have that sunk cost fallacy. When BKB is popped, you feel like you've got to get a bit more value from those last few seconds, and then you find yourself in a weird position at the end of the fight. Is that a thing? That's how I always see it.
Well, that's the wrong way to think of
Oh,
that.
I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just saying that it's always a temptation. You've still got half your BKB up, so you just go a bit further in.
Yeah, it should be the opposite. If you were forced to use BKB, it's time to run. If you already got something done, get out. Unless you're ready to die. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was born ready to die. That's a Hex onto Justin. He's got no mana. He's double bashed and voided to death.
I deliver thee unto death.
The Dark Portrait is slicing. And there's the GG call. So, a 2-0 victory. They got 4-0 in the preseason. 1 to 3. For Justin's team. Same as ours. For those of you still awake, thanks for tuning in. Any final thoughts?
GG easy.
GG easy mid.
Guess that's not how they thought the game would go.
I think exactly what you guys talked about, like not putting Fierce in mid. I just feel like set up the tempo for a game that just didn't ever really get there, right?
I don't think that was the issue. It's just like they were ahead. Like they just kind of fucked up with the Aegis a few times.
Oh yeah, fair. I don't know. It just didn't feel like when you have that lineup of a Bloodseeker, Sand King, Grimstroke, Ogre. They just never dictated the pace of the game like maybe that they should have.
I mean, no, early levels in Bloodseeker means like less action earlier. G equals like low kill count, and you don't get control of the game like you kind of want to. But yeah.
Steve popping off in the end, 16-3, and Craven 16-4. So very telling kill lines, KDAs from them. All right, thanks everyone. I presume you'll sleep well tonight.
Good night.
Good night.